Okay, we're on, I think. Oh, let's see here. What do we got? Okay. So we get the men up first or what?
Not sure. I'm looking to see what they're saying.
Okay. Let me just set up my screen here so I can see everybody's chats. Okay. Everybody's saying what's up. You guys can't see the chats. I can though. So they're saying, everybody's saying hi.
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 Hello.
Formal.
Very formal, Paul.
Try to be professional, Fouad. It's the finals.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
All right. Let's see. 420, Paul.
Yeah, a little while ago.
Thanks for the coverage. Hello, learning so much. Fouad looking sharp. The boys are back. Holy fuck, these are going way too fast. Everybody's saying hello, and everybody's pretty excited. And then somebody said Rami's going to win. Paul's going to shave his head. Hey, for you guys watching who don't know about me and Paul's bet, the bet is that if Rami wins, Paul has to shave his head for 2 months. And if Phil wins, I have to grow my hair out for 2 months.
We didn't come up with anything with James, did we?
But what if Brandon wins? Yeah, what if Brandon wins?
Yeah.
It's a wash at that point.
Yeah.
But I have to do something, surely. Now we can introduce.
Well, we said you could shave your beard, but you don't want to do it.
Scared of that. Very scared of that.
Yeah.
It's not pretty under here, man. It's not pretty under here.
I got a bet with Ian now too.
What?
Ian thinks that Brandon's going to win.
Oh, does he?
Rami's going to be second, and Phil's going to be third.
Really?
Okay.
And so if Brandon wins, I got to do a shot of hot sauce, like the hottest sauce we can find. And I got to do it. I got to do it on the show.
Yes.
We do our bodybuilding and bollocks. And if Rami wins, then Ian has to do it.
Oh.
And if neither one of them wins, we both have to do it. So
I like that. I like that.
So if Phil wins then.
I can't deal with hot sauce, man. I will throw up.
Oh, yeah.
Nat K, how are you? It's good to hear from you. Did Summer get me that mug? Yes. This is what she calls me. Well, I shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that part. No.
What's the contents of the cup? Is it coffee?
What are you drinking?
It's whiskey.
You got it out.
No, I'm just joking. Just coffee, man. I had a long night last night trying to post and edit video and all this shit. So now we're back on. I'm trying to wake up a bit. I might have to go for another one of these in a minute.
I think you should.
Yeah, I need to get. You know what? I might just do a shot of pre-workout.
Yeah, do a hostility.
I think I'll just slam some hostility and it'll fucking wake my ass right up.
Just do the powder dry. Like you make me do for every commercial.
No, but you did it once.
Twice.
So Paul was trying to back out of our bet, James. And I had to remind him that I lost a bet and he got to slap me in my face on video.
Yeah, but I showed mercy. So
no, that's your fault. That's your fault.
I feel like Fouad should show me some mercy and maybe I could just get a trim or something.
No. You don't have barely any hair. All you do is get a trim anyway. So if I didn't make you shave it, it would be nothing.
It's taken me a long time, Fouad, to grow this in a little bit.
I know. I can't wait to shave it off. It's going to be awesome.
Rami hasn't won anything yet.
It's going to be so awesome. I'm going to take so many pictures of you.
Phil's going to come in. He's got his waist is going to be completely streamlined.
You think Phil's going to correct his waist problem in one day?
He's going to come in. It's going to be completely streamlined. He's going to be full everywhere. Have that waist in. He's going to.
You just needed a coffee and a big shit. That's all.
I think so. Maybe he needed some fiber and just a little bit of carbs. Fill it back out again.
He'll be ready to rock.
Yep.
Paul, when you shave your head, just go the next day and get simp hair.
The tattoo you guys were talking about.
I shouldn't call it.
I want to look into that because I got some bald spots. I'd like to look into that.
Where is Summer? Somebody said Summer's in the comments. Where? Oh, there she is. Hi, honey. Do I want a Starbucks? Yes. If you're going for Starbucks, I will take another Americano.
Oh, that's really nice. I was there to collect one as well. That'd be amazing. I'd love to be involved.
Summer, can
Summer,
you get James one too, please? Look at that. My wife's the best.
That's nice.
Matt Gunn says, Paul, get the Clippers ready. You're now on team bald. Yeah, you're gonna be bald just like me and James.
I'm gonna up my dose of Proscar while it is shaved for that 2 months. If I lose, I'm gonna up my dose of Proscar, and I'm hoping that it comes back nice and thick and full again.
It's never ever gonna grow back. It's gonna be so great.
God,
we're gonna film it too.
what? You didn't tell me that.
What do you think about the backdrop? It's pretty good this year, eh? Looks good.
Yeah. What
Well,
are they bringing up?
this backdrop is really good.
I wonder, you know, Paul, me and you mess with, we do this promotion thing and we do, get stuff done at theaters, but can you just, we know the cost of the small shows we put on. Can you imagine how much this costs to put together?
Oh man. Well, especially when it's normally in Vegas, it's probably even more expensive than.
I'm just saying, like, that backdrop and the lighting and the whole, like, it must cost a fortune to put this thing on.
Absolutely. Well, like I have an idea of what it costs, like to run the Toronto Pro Show, and it's huge amounts of money. So I can imagine.
This is actually a better backdrop than I've seen for a long time.
Summer's having fun in the chat.
What was she saying?
She says, Paul, we are going to film you having your head shaved.
Very funny, Summer. Very funny, Summer. But your man hasn't won any bets yet.
No, not yet. Well, you never know. You know what? Imagine Phil does come back. That's what they call Mr. Saturday Night.
That's right. You reminded me of that today.
We'll see.
Well, I was on a chat earlier. I had a group chat going on my PlayStation, and a few people said that they think that Phil might be able to do the usual. But I said there's nothing he can do in this scenario because he actually came in very good.
Well, this is what I want to ask you, James. So when he came in, me and Paul were talking about earlier today, when he first came out, all three of us were very impressed.
Yeah.
And then he faded. Now, if he comes out tonight and doesn't fade, is it a completely different story?
Could be.
Because honestly, when he first walked out, all three of us were like, "Oh my God, he's gonna be tough to beat."
Well, we felt like he was almost good as new.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Fouad, you and I talked about it today. We wondered if the issue was, like, obviously he's in shape, but is he in shape to pose for as long as they were made to pose last night?
I think that's the thing.
Because he looked, out of the four guys that they compared the most, or the three guys that compared the most, he looked to be the one that was struggling the most to keep up, because Steve was really working those guys hard last night.
Yeah. Even with like the regular breathing and stuff, he was struggling more than others.
Yeah, and you guys would both know better than I would as, seasoned competitors. But, if you're huffing and puffing on stage, you're going to flatten out, I would imagine. Like that oxygen's coming out of your muscles too, and you can't hit the poses as hard anymore. And, I that's where I think he started to fade. But
it's like you said yesterday, Paul, maybe he hasn't practiced as much as some of the others.
That's exactly what we were talking about today. Maybe, like you obviously see that big Ram, he could have posed all night. It wasn't affecting him at all, and Brandon too. But Phil looked like he was struggling a bit, and I think that's
what I'm wondering is, did he really look good when he first walked out, or is it just because we hadn't seen him compared yet?
That could be that too. Yeah,
because it didn't because he couldn't have faded that fast.
I think you can fade quite a bit if you're not
fast, man. He walked out. No, because there's only 10 guys, so and they're not doing full routines.
But remember how hard they worked him at the end there when they did those?
No. That's not what I'm talking about. So he came up by himself, right? Mm-hmm. And then there was a few more guys after him, and then they all came out together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was only a few minutes between when he first came out by himself and then coming out for comparisons. There's no way he would have faded, because even when he very, very first came out for comparisons, I was like, I don't know. I think Rami's got him.
Yeah.
So it's like it wasn't just because he faded. What I'm saying is maybe he looked amazing by himself, but then standing next to the other guys, he looked bad. And at the end, he looked even worse because he had faded more.
Yeah. That could definitely be it.
I feel that Phil on his own anyway is always really impressive because of his shape, because of what he has. Yeah. So standing there when he walks out, arms down, angry, walking over, he looks impressive all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then secondly, we've had that absence from him, haven't we? And we haven't seen him for a long time. So there's that initial reintroduction to Phil's physique, which is quite impressive. You're like, wow, I haven't seen a physique like that for over a year.
Right.
So that's another part of it, I feel.
Yeah. And Phil, remember you and I talked about it today too. He didn't look to be as hard at certain shots as in the past, like his back double bicep. It was a great shot, but his hamstrings weren't as corded and thick as I remember them being. And also in his side shots, it looked like his separation and hardness from the side, when his hamstring and glute separate, it wasn't Wasn't what it was a couple years ago. I don't
Well,
think.
one of the main things I look at with Phil is always the separation in his hamstrings, and they're not stripped and corded as deeply as they usually are, and even his hamstrings actually are cross-striated, which you definitely couldn't see this year. So
No.
I don't think his conditioning is the same as previous years, so that probably also worked against him.
Yeah.
I feel like he hasn't. He didn't. I'm really interested to see if he tries to come in fuller tonight, even fuller, because yesterday he looked like he didn't come in his fullest.
Phil,
And-
you mean? Phil, you mean?
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, maybe they played it safe because of the stomach issue, because they didn't want to like force feed him and see what happens. But now maybe they're like, shit, it's break, or it's nothing. It's you know what I mean.
Well, what
We're
you're trying to
catch up.
What you're trying to say is his stomach is going to be bad regardless, so why not blow him out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blow out something else, because he looked a bit narrow yesterday. I know he's narrower anyway, but he looked narrower than usual when he was in the lineup with the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
So you're saying, you know what? If my stomach's going to be distended a little bit, I better get all my muscles as round as possible.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well,
because that'll make him look more conditioned as well.
Well, I think the stomach, this is going to sound weird to people listening, but the stomach would not look as bad if he wasn't fading.
Yeah,
no,
for sure.
So when you fade here, and then when that deflates and this stays the same, the contrast is much more exaggerated.
Yeah. Somebody just said, this is interesting. Somebody said Phil should be fourth, and I actually tossed this around in my head yesterday a little bit. Hey, there's Shaquille O'Neal.
I love Shaq.
So listen, I want to ask you guys. I feel like there's also a case to be made for Hadi and Bonac.
Yeah, we talked about it today, Fouad. They didn't compare Hadi enough, I don't think.
I don't feel like
they didn't get compared.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Hadi didn't get kind of tossed around the middle a little bit with Phil and Bonac. He was more kind of kept to the outside next to Rami, and that was about it.
I agree. 100%.
So I wonder how Hadi could do standing next to Phil.
Yeah.
I think pretty well.
We haven't seen that comparison yet, I don't think, at all yesterday.
Why have they not look at this guy, Fouad auditioning for commentary next year with the red shirt. Ravenous 1111. I was wearing the white shirt yesterday. It's for the Olympia. I felt like I had to dress up a little bit. Why do you think it is that they're not putting Hadi next to? I think Phil was next to him at one point because they put Phil next to Rami on the left-hand side, and Hadi was over there.
I don't remember for sure, but remember at one point they took Hadi out of the top 5, or they did take him out of that, and then they brought him back later with the top 4, I believe it was. So what I think it was, when you first look at Hadi when he's standing there, I think he looks a little bit thick from the front and the waist. But as he poses, he pulls it in, and it looks different when he poses. And I think that's what they looked at first, and then later, as they saw him compared a couple of times, they decided to bring him back out against that top 4 again.
Yeah, no, somebody's saying Hadi and Phil were compared, and I know they were, but not this. They were,
not extensively.
Not like the other guys. The other guys, I think, were kind of
like it would be good to see shot for shot.
Yeah,
Hadi and Phil
right next to each other.
Shots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about Bonac? Is Bonac anywhere near Phil? Because I feel like Phil. Honestly, some people are commenting they have him 5th.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting what Bonac looked like. I feel like I didn't get much exposure of him yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm almost like he's there, but he's not there.
Yeah, I felt like they gave him a pretty good look early, but then later they didn't. Yeah, and I think he's a guy that could come back tonight looking much sharper and
he could do.
You know what? I got to ask you this: is the gut? And Paul, you can probably answer this better because you're a judge. Is the gut enough to place him like far down as 5th, or is it just like hey, you're not going to win, but you're still good?
Phil, speaking of Phil,
I
felt that as prejudge went on, he was losing control of it more so, and it became a bigger issue. I think a lot of it's going to depend on tonight, how he's able to control tonight, what it looks like tonight. But I don't think it's going to be enough to push him to 4th or 5th, though, in my opinion. I think it potentially could, but it's not. I don't think it will happen.
But wait a minute. I'm not asking you what you think they're going to do, because I think we all agree that he won't be less than 3rd.
Okay.
But I'm asking you, if nobody else's opinion existed and you're in a vacuum looking at Phil and the rest of the guys,
okay,
is it possible that his stomach being a little bit distended or a lot distended, however you look at it, is it enough that you would push him all the way down to 4th or 5th? Or do you agree it's like 1 or 2 places, but not all the way down to 4th, 5th, 6th?
So comparing him to the other top 4 guys from last night?
Yeah, like Bonac, that's, I mean, I'm assuming if you were a judge, you probably would have the same top 5, 6.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely could, because I don't think he was so dominant in other areas that it would have made up enough ground for him. That wasn't the best version of Phil, I don't feel, that we've seen.
I know, but is let's say he was starting when he walked in as a winner. Like the judges thought, okay, Phil at his best could be the winner.
Yeah.
But then you see him, his stomach's a little bit distended.
Yeah.
Is 1 or 2 places marked down enough, or should he be marked down further? That's what I'm trying to ask. Like, is it such an egregious offense that they're like, no, we got to put him down like behind Bonac, behind Hottie?
In my opinion, you have to look at him against each individual guy and then place him accordingly. So next to Rami, I think it was too much of a weakness for him.
What about next to Hottie or Bonac?
That's what that's what I want to see more of tonight. I want to see them two compare. But right now, I do think that Hottie could overtake him with that issue. But I want to see them compared a little bit more. So I didn't see them next to each other enough.
People are ruthless.
Why?
Because this guy took out 2 people with one insult. He said Phil ate Brandon's legs.
Hey,
So fucking. Yeah, you guys, man, I swear, you guys. We're trying to give objective opinions. You guys just being insulting.
Savages.
I think that's what you were just talking about there. I think with like Phil, if it was any other bodybuilder, if he wasn't previously a Mr. Olympia, I think you'd get hit harder for it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is down to what you are already. And I think because he's already a champion, they don't want to slap his wrist as hard as they would slap someone else's.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I don't think he'll be less than 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at, going on last night's looks.
No, you know what? I agree with everything. Like what you said is exactly right. If it was a new guy, let's say a guy we never heard of from like wherever came into the show and looking like that,
yeah,
they would have marked him down regardless of what all his other body parts look like.
Yeah.
But they give Phil a little bit more leeway.
Yeah.
Which I think is right. I mean, the guy's won 7 fucking Olympias, so you got to like. That's why I don't like kind of like the disrespectful comments in the comments. It's like, yeah, he's not his best, but it's like he's still a 7-time Olympia winner. Like,
yeah.
Do you think this Phil Heath here would win an Arnold?
This past year?
Back on track. This actual Phil Heath, this one, if he put him on an Arnold stage, let's say this year's one where Bonac won, would he win the Arnold?
I think he's still got Well, are we saying it's Phil, or are we saying it's a random person that showed up like that?
No, this Phil.
I think they would give it to Phil.
Okay.
I think they would give it to Phil.
Do you think he would have deserved it going against Bonac's look from the Arnold? That was a pretty good look you had from.
Well, I mean, but he's beating Bonac tonight, right? So
exactly.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Phil should go and get 140 grand.
John Sebastian Olette says it's not right, Fouad. He's getting a gift. I don't really think it's a gift. I think he deserves 3rd, and he's not really getting a gift. He came here to win.
Yeah.
They're marking him down to 3rd. For him, that's a huge loss.
A gift would be the 8%.
If he ends up in 3rd, to people watching, maybe that's a huge gift, but to him in his head, that's a huge loss. You got to think
huge.
He's won 7 Olympias. He doesn't want to get 3rd.
And this was his show to lose, I believe.
So that's not a gift. If he wins the Sandow and doesn't look any better than yesterday, that would be a gift.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So
but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they'll give him a gift he doesn't deserve it. I think if he doesn't come out like much better tonight, I don't think he'll get a gift.
Oh no, I don't think. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. I don't think they're going to ignore that.
Yeah.
This is great. I blocked 4 people already.
What's the average?
I don't know. I'm gonna try and hit 100 tonight. So all the fucking trolls, you please come on down. I'm
bring it on.
Yeah, I'm in the mood to get rid of everybody. I don't need. I'll just close the chat. I don't even give a fuck. I don't know why people feel the need to be fucking cunts. It's like
Lord. No life.
What are you laughing at, James?
Because that word, it's our British word, isn't it? We use it a lot. It's like it.
You know what's funny? Our group of friends has always used that word.
Which word?
Cunts.
Oh, you guys use that like crazy, the British,
Oh,
British guys. I love it. It's awesome.
No, not British guys. Our group of
you.
friends, like me,
You.
Al, Mike.
Yeah.
It's like, but we don't use it like you guys. You guys use it like just in regular speech.
Like, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just like, pass us the drink, you cunt.
I wish I caught on more around here.
Army man says no one's trolling. That's because I already blocked them.
Good. Get rid of them.
Anyway, I just want to have fun, man, and I want to answer questions for people that like actually want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this guy, Joshua Doucette says, "Don't block. You're getting cocky."
Wait.
Maybe I should block him for saying that.
He said, "You just come up with excuses now, eh?"
Don't block. Look at. He says, "Don't block. You're getting cocky. We made your channel. You didn't fucking make my channel. I fucking made my channel. I work on it every fucking day, man. I work my ass off on this channel."
Yeah, you do.
They're showing the past Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Dexter.
Anyway, yeah, look at that, Phil.
That was a great Phil.
Brandon.
Oh yeah, Sean Roden. If he's back next year too, it could be great next year. Kai's back.
I wonder if Kai is contract with Redcon.
Well, you guys were saying it last night, were you? That there's talk about it.
Well, I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would Redcon sign him? Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense, I guess. Eh?
Hey,
Brandon
Hins wants to know what's Paul's favorite thing from McDonald's.
Oh, vanilla milkshakes all day. I love those.
Really?
I had one just like an hour or two ago.
I had no idea. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I had you order me one like 2 weeks ago. Remember we were watching the fights at your house?
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah, I love those. I went and got the kids McDonald's a couple hours ago, and I got myself one.
That raises the question. That makes me want to ask: how's your nutrition been, Fouad? Have you been sticking to a clean plan, or are you like enjoying yourself in a minute? Because where's December? I feel like I should be enjoying myself.
I broke down once, James, but otherwise they're all planned. So I have a Saturday night cheat meal. Yeah, I have a Saturday night cheat meal. That's standard, right?
Yeah. No little nibbles in the week.
Well, I mean, I'll have an apple here and there if I want an apple or something, but I'm not like cheating.
That's boring.
Yeah, but no, I'm like, but I've been pretty good. Like I feel like I'm refocused. Like I'm not.
Do you know? Not even a little chocolate bar here and there.
No, there's no such thing as a little chocolate bar in Fouad's life.
No, if I'm gonna eat chocolate, I'm gonna eat like the whole fucking
4
bag.
pounds of chocolate.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I'm just trying to get you to say it's okay, James, because I've got a tub of ice cream still to eat.
I thought you did it last night. Last night you said you were
going to eat it. Waiting for Fouad to go. Yeah, I have been, and then I can go. Okay, sweet. We both do it.
No, man, I went through a really bad 2 months after I stopped my prep, where I was eating like every day or every other day, and then I just decided that was enough. I had enough. It was weird. I didn't even make a conscious decision to stop eating. I just decided. I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't really want to eat anything else. I just want to stick to my diet.
That was it's been about 3 weeks now or so. You cleaned it up.
I think this is like the third week.
You were getting bad for a while. It was dude, for a little while. It was like every other day. Yeah. Like, hey James, want to hear a funny story about Fouad? Remember a couple years ago, Fouad, you were getting ready for a show before you got hurt.
Oh fuck yeah, I know.
So Fouad's getting ready for a show, and he was supposed to have his once a week cheat meals, but they were slowly becoming twice a week, 3 times a week, and so he, he's really struggling with it. So one night, I forget. I think I was just at home doing nothing, and I got a text from Summer, Fouad's wife, and she's like, "Hey, I just saw on our Ring doorbell that Fouad got pizza delivered again to the house, and he's not supposed to. He's supposed to be back on his diet. Can you call him and try and talk some sense into him or whatever?" So I call him up like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "What are you eating?" And he's like, "My meals." And I'm like, and then he's like, he figures out, he's like, "Fucking Summer called you, didn't she?" I was like, "Yeah, you got Ring doorbell, man."
Did you make it through to a show that year?
No. Yeah, I think so. That's
when you got hurt, I think.
Yeah, I tore my tricep like 3 weeks after that.
Yeah, you were addicted to Arcata pizza at the time.
I forgot. I have one of those Ring doorbells, that where you see the video of and I forgot it's linked to my phone, but it's also linked to Summer's phone. So she was on the road she was on a road trip somewhere, and all of a sudden her phone goes off and she sees the pizza guy at the door. She's like,
and she's like, I can't call him. He'll get mad at me. She's like, you call him. Yes, it gets mad at me.
Michael says, Fouad, I just started finasteride. Thank you for the advice. It works.
Yeah, don't go off it though.
It definitely works.
I do wish I knew about finasteride when I was younger.
I went on it a long time ago, and then I went off it for a couple of years on my doctor's advice, and worst thing I ever did.
Yeah.
I wish I never stopped because I didn't. Once I stopped taking it, that's when my hair fell out more.
Yeah.
So I think I would. So anyway, what are we doing here? What's Bob talking about? Are we going to get started? Let's see.
Yeah,
who's got questions? Akeem Williams could be the people's champ.
Yep.
People seem to love him. He had made a lot of changes in the year.
Oh, Jim Mannion.
Yeah, what do we? Is Akeem kind of falling under the radar right now because Rami's getting all the attention?
Yeah, a little bit. But this Akeem's pushed that top 6. He's in there.
Yeah,
I know, but that's my whole point. Is Akeem is now broken into the top 6.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about him because everyone's talking about Rami.
Yeah, he moved up a level.
Stole the show a bit.
Yeah, well, it feels like Brammy's the mass monster, so it's hard for another mass monster to get any attention from this show.
Yeah,
Ramy looking as great as he does.
Is that why you think, Paul? Is you think it's?
I think so because Ramy finally showed up the Ramy that everyone wanted to see, and being the mass monster that everyone wanted to see shredded finally, and he delivered on that. So I think he's the talk right now, and it's overshadowed what Akeem's accomplished.
Tyrone Williams wants to know: does Fouad even compete? No, I don't. Why does that matter? I did compete, but I don't anymore. Tasik says Paul's going to be bald.
I don't know why people are so happy with that.
Cause man, remember when we had the bet about me getting slapped? People were dying to see that shit.
I thought people would love to see you grow your hair out though, so I thought they'd be rooting for Phil.
Man, it's going to be a troll night tonight, brother. I'm telling you that.
On Saturday.
I think it's like it's invited because people are like trying to get blocked.
Oh yeah, because you started that now.
I guess.
Like, block me, yeah.
It's going to be a whole other channel based on it.
It's really not that exclusive a club. I got blocked for a long time.
I'm not going to block anybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to turn off the chat if it gets annoying. So where's Akeem go from here? Does Akeem do the fucking Arnold's?
Yeah,
I would.
Do you think Akeem can win the Arnold's?
He can pip a win. Win.
Yeah, he's got momentum right now. I would keep going.
James, don't you want to win an Arnold?
Yes, 2022. I'll win the Arnold.
I like it.
So you think you want to wait till the Olympia next year, do that, and then you want to do the Arnold after that?
Yes.
Do you think I know this is going to sound crazy, but do you think the Arnold is it feels like the Arnold Ohio is almost equal to the Olympia in some ways. It's a big deal to win the Arnold Ohio.
It's huge.
Massive.
I don't think it's as big as the Olympia in my opinion, but it's a slight notch under. A slight notch.
Yeah.
No,
it's definitely under, but it's like
it's up there though. It's definitely you could retire with an Arnold win and feel like you've achieved bodybuilding.
Yeah, for sure. It's the second most prestigious show in the world, and it always has.
Absolutely, the Columbus, Ohio one is huge.
Yep.
You're a Hall of Famer if you win the Arnold, at least.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? James, did you get to watch any of the Classic or no?
I didn't actually, but I did see how Chris looked, and I think he's walking away with it quite easily.
Amazing.
Yeah, Chris put on a lot of size, and somehow, I don't know how he did it. He's put on a lot of size, and somehow he's still the same weight.
Yeah. Yeah, really? Same weight exactly?
Yeah.
Huh. Breon, I thought, looked great too, but just not good enough.
Fantastic bodybuilder, definitely.
And it came up a lot too, I think, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
And Ruffin looked really good as well.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great top three. That division's getting tougher and tougher.
Absolutely.
Now we're starting with bikini.
All right.
Okay,
bikinis first. Okay, James, it's all you, brother. You take over the commentary.
All right. So, Yannicka?
Yeah, there you go.
Yannicka, can you give us your... Okay, no, let's do this. Okay.
Well, in all honesty, what I understand is second in from the left is the current champion, I believe.
No, the first one, number 40, is the champion.
Are you sure? You know more. How do you know that much about bikini? I didn't think you knew anything.
I don't know. I was just guessing.
He's a closet fan.
Shut up. Summer's watching. Don't.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Gave it away now.
No. Okay. So no, I think 40
I think we should review this class though. It's a good class.
40 is the current champion. I think that girl they just pulled out just one. She's from Ontario, actually Canada.
Okay.
She just got her pro card. If it's the same girl, I think it is.
Really?
Yeah. And the only reason I know that is I think Dorian's company sponsors her. If it's the girl, if it's, I don't know if it's the same girl though. So don't.
No, I know who you're on about. It's not.
It's not the same. No, it's not the same girl. It's not the same girl.
Well, there's Jennifer. She's from Ontario.
Jennifer who?
Dory.
She's not up there right now.
Yeah, that's her. Second from left.
No, it's not.
It's not? Looks
no,
like
man, that's not her.
You got, man,
I think it is, Fouad. You got to turn around. I think it is.
No, it's not. It's a black girl. That's not Jennifer Dory. Second from the left?
Yeah. The red?
No.
That's not Mark's girlfriend?
I'm telling you, that's
crazy.
No, that's not Jennifer Dory. See, it's not. It's not Jennifer Dory. I promise you, it's not. That girl there that's just walking off right now.
Yeah,
is not Jennifer Dory.
No.
Then
where is she?
She's probably standing in the lineup somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. That might be her there.
All right. Yeah, that's her. That's that's her. That's her on the far left.
Yeah,
okay.
My bad.
Okay.
See, I'm going. My eyes are allured to four fin.
Yeah.
Shape wise, leg shape.
No comment.
Yeah, so her on the left, that's who I'm looking up, like who I would say stands out.
Okay.
Because I think you can. I know with bodybuilding, like
I can't. Honest to God, I'm not saying this just because whatever. I don't see a ton of difference.
Yeah, the margins are much smaller.
The margins are a lot smaller than bodybuilding, definitely.
Yes. Yeah.
But I can see. I think it comes down to now genetic structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like you still have to look at insertions and how things sit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, structure. Yeah, I feel like structure would be like the deciding factor for a lot of for this division most of the time.
Yeah,
because you can only get so muscular, so it's how that muscle is distributed on your frame.
Yep.
Okay, this is a good chat. We have nothing to say because we don't know anything about bikini.
Yeah. Let's go grab something to eat.
I'm like, do you prefer straight hair or frizzy hair? Or
how about the colors? The colors of the suits.
Who has the nicest heels?
Okay, we're safe now. They're off.
We're safe. We might know what we're talking about in a minute.
Yeah.
So we don't actually know the running order, do we? We're kind of a little bit
not. Yeah, I was way off. I thought they were starting with bodybuilding. So I imagine now they're going to men's physique probably, then classic, then open.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you think is going to change the most tonight after last night? Who do you think is going to make the biggest change? Is Phil going to make the biggest change? Hunter?
I think Hunter might come in a lot tighter. I think he missed the mark a bit yesterday.
I think Hunter has to come in a little tighter if he doesn't want Ian to beat him.
Yeah. If he wants to be able to pit Ian for that 7th, 8th place spot, he needs to come in drier and harder tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like that's like a secondary battle going on between those two in the lineup, kind of,
and a very personal one.
Yeah. They've competed each other a couple times, right?
Yeah. I know that Ian definitely wanted to stand next to Hunter again.
Yeah, really.
It's a redemption factor, isn't it? It's
okay.
I think
here we go. They're bringing out the open.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. You want to get yourself in a good spot.
Bonac.
Holy shit, he's out. All right, they're starting. Thank God.
Yep. Yeah, I'll turn my volume down here.
Bonac looks better than last night.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. All right, so Bonac's out.
He's got more oil tonight too, Fouad.
Definitely.
Yeah, let me get involved.
Okay.
Bonak's
I'll talk at once.
Sorry.
Bonak is out. He's definitely sharper. He's definitely got more oil tonight than he did last night.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like everything's popping a little more. It almost looks like he's a little bit more full.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what, like last night I didn't see is the striations are there when he's just standing still.
Mm-hmm. I think the glaze is much better tonight too. You can see his separations now and his detail clearer.
He's actually got a very nice color.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He looks better. It's almost like he redid his color from yesterday.
Yeah. He's definitely sharper.
Why did they change the lighting at the show? Like it doesn't look. I mean, I guess
out yesterday. It was very matte.
Yeah. I wonder if they got some feedback on that. And
I don't think they changed lighting though. I think he's actually just got more glaze and he's a little sharper than yesterday. Because remember we were talking about yesterday that he looked like the glaze was kind of drying up. His body was sucking it up a little bit. Yeah. Tonight it looks like they added more glaze because he's still got a nice shine to him, right?
Mm-hmm. I definitely think he looks way better tonight.
Yeah, you know what?
Move up.
You know what happens sometimes in these scenarios though is everybody comes back a little bit better.
Yeah. And what do you guys think that is? Is that because you sweat out a little bit that you're able to eat and fill back up again? Like, what do you guys think that is?
I think also you're a bit relaxed because you've managed to do you've done half the work.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
I think everybody makes adjustments. They do okay, I was a little bit flat, or I was holding a little bit of water. So the coach will go back to the room Friday night and give them either like a half a diuretic or something, or they'll eat some more food. Maybe if they're not filling up properly, they'll have a burger or something.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But I mean, everybody does that. So Bonak looks better, but everybody else might look better too.
Yeah, it's very rare that someone comes back looking worse at the finals, I think.
That's a good Bonak.
Ozchuk says the new camera setting sees the light different. So I don't think they changed the lighting. Maybe they changed something with the cameras.
Yeah, could be. Yeah,
could be.
Because
Bonak. Remember we were saying about Bonak's complexion yesterday. We were saying how dark he looked.
Yeah,
now he looks good color.
Yeah, it looks like his color's better now.
And the same thing with Brandon. So I'd like to see what he comes out if we can see him clearer.
Ozchuk again, and I don't know if he knows. He seems to know what he's talking about. Says the camera guy set the light on the camera wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean that would make more sense than them changing the lighting.
Yeah.
So maybe that's true. I mean, whatever it is, he definitely looks better tonight. Mm-hmm. And the fullness factor is also there too, because
Bonak to be his best is like you say, the fullness factor has to be on point because he's not the most streamlined around the middle. So if everything else, like we said about Phil, if everything else is popping, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it takes the attention away from that.
Max Charles is walking out, and he's definitely fuller than last night.
He always looks great for the front.
So diced. He's got such a tight.
Look at the. Okay, he's definitely fuller because his legs look more striated, but his chest is like blown right out.
Popping, eh? Fuck.
Yeah.
I feel that from the front top half, he's got one of the best front top halves.
Yeah, because he's got like an 8-pack and it's stacked perfectly.
Yep.
Like and then he's got that striated chest that's really squared off.
Yeah.
He's got great arms, great shoulders, and then from the lower body he just kind of suffers a bit because the legs just don't match up.
Yeah, especially the hamstrings, I think. I feel.
Yeah. From the back is and then the back is also like his back is not comparable to his chest.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Definitely. You can see it in these shots, his lats just don't hang as much.
It's one of the bad things about having such a standout body part. Because if the other body parts don't match up, you're like, whoa, why is he missing that? But he has that other thing.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of clarity in the back. It's quiet.
Yeah. There's not enough muscle there, it looks like, to have that much detail.
Summer's saying we're a little bit behind. Everybody refresh their page real quick.
Okay.
Let me see here. I still got Max Charles.
Me too.
Okay, let's just go. Let us go with it. If we're behind, we're behind. I apologize, people.
Yeah.
Mine's resetting now, but it's still Max.
Yeah, I got Max too. He's just kind of walking out to the front, doing a leg. He's flexing his leg.
Abdominal and quad, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting to an abdominal shot.
It's a great shot for him.
Yeah, he looks really good, man. But I think he's maxed out what Max can do at this point in time.
Unless he could find a way to bring that back and hamstrings up, eh?
No, I mean like for this show. Like I think they
he couldn't have done anything more.
Yeah, I think they peaked. Like he's as peaked as he's going to get right now.
Yeah, this is his fourth show this year?
Yeah, that's another thing. You know what? We didn't mention that last night. We were talking about all the people that have competed. Max is one of those people. He did like 3 shows.
I think he's done more shows than anybody this year.
Maybe him and Regan. Him and
Regan are up there. Yeah, certainly are.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this Huddy?
It looks like
it looks like his quads.
Hottie silhouette.
You can see the quads, can't you?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
All you do is he always just has salute. Eh?
You know what I like about his, you know what I like about his quads? They're big, but they're full all the way to the hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
they attach right to the hip. Eh?
That sweep goes all the way up to the hip.
He looks strong. He looks like he could squat a fuckload of weight.
He is strong. He squats like 5 or 6 plates for like easy reps.
Does he? Yeah, he looks like it.
His waist looks better tonight. Is that me or is it real?
Yeah.
Is that his waist or is that the rest of him's fuller?
It could be both, but
I think it's fullness.
It looks like he's having an easier time pulling that vacuum, though.
Yeah,
he looks really good, man.
Yeah,
he looks very full.
See that vacuum? He wasn't doing that yesterday.
No, he wasn't.
He excites me. Like as a bodybuilder, watching him makes me feel like privileged to see someone like him.
Yeah,
There's something about him.
I think Hottie has improved more than Bonac, if I have to be honest.
Yeah, you think so, eh?
I think his stomach was the weak point yesterday. Not that it's bad. It was like you said earlier, it was a little bit thicker
from the front. Yeah,
and now he's pulling a vacuum with it. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks great right now. Right now, I think he's more impressive than Bonac too. But it's
look at that shot. That most muscular is just crazy.
Look at right there.
I still would have liked to have seen him slightly, the tan slightly rich, like a bit deeper.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
But other than that,
his glaze seems to be much better tonight too. Eh? I don't see any dry spots, or they all seem to have a nice shine going tonight so far.
He's incredible. He is incredible.
Somebody's saying the stream is much better tonight, so that's a good thing. I think, I didn't have any problems with it yesterday. I'm sure other people did, but I think they did a really good job so far. Like,
I think so too.
I'm happy. I'm happy with the $65 I paid. Like, I've been able to watch the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Sometimes I find like in the past they've had these weird camera angles where they're zooming in on someone's like abdominals and you can't see the rest of the lineup during a comparison. And they've done a great job so far with this, I think.
You don't feel that.
Nick Bradbury is saying, "Oh, YouTube Live has a delay." Oh, there's the big man.
Here's Rami.
All right, Paul. We're gonna see right now if you're shaving your head or not.
Not till we see Phil can we determine that.
Man, the guitar. That's a good Rami.
I want to know what he's posing to.
What music is it?
I don't know. He's really crisp though, man. Like. He just, I think people are waiting to see the striations in his chest that you see in Hottie's chest.
Yeah, you don't see it.
That's what they're waiting for. That little bit more detail, but he has so much other like pros. It's like you can't just knock him for that one thing. You know what I mean?
Another thing, he pulled his trunks too far up his crack.
That's just trying to lose.
Yannicka, I heard Yannicka say that his trunks are too far up his ass, and I didn't even. It's funny. I didn't even notice it until she said that, and I'm like, actually, his glutes are up his ass.
It's just such a big ass.
But Coleman used to that because he had really good glutes.
Because Ronnie was shredded glutes.
Maybe Chad says to them all. Did he say it to you, boy?
What's that?
Did Chad tell you to do the same?
No, I think when you have a big ass, it just happens.
It never be shredded.
It just goes up in there. You can't do anything about it.
All right. So on a realistic note, Rami right now, he's worked on his posing, hasn't he? Do you remember how he used to use front double bicep? It used to be really like.
Okay. If I'm being honest about Rami, so he's come out. I don't think he looks better than yesterday.
I was gonna say I think he looks better last night.
I don't think he looks better only for one reason. It looks like he's dry. Like he's too dry to me.
It's not top. Yeah, you think so?
These quads look very good. That's the most separated I've seen his quads.
In that shot, yeah. That close up shot looks great.
His front double is so improved because he used to do it in a different way. I'm gonna have to try and find a picture, but now he opens it right up and stands tall and looks huge for it.
Look, he's excited, man. He's
got a lot of energy.
Yes.
He's got a lot of energy.
Running around the stage.
And last night he got better as he posed. So he'll probably do the same tonight.
I think he looks just as good as yesterday. To me, he doesn't look better. He looks like his tan might be a little better.
Yeah.
He's loving it.
He's confident.
Playing the guitar. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, guys, do you think he's better, or just his tan is better, or do you think he did anything for his physique to look better? Because to me,
I think it's consistent, same.
Yeah, I think he looks just as good as he looked yesterday, but yesterday was good enough to win, in my opinion.
I think
so as well. He's played it smart.
I think he's either just the same or a slight bit not as sharp as yesterday, in my opinion, that I've seen so far. But he does get harder as he poses, so that could change.
I thought the sharpness that you're talking about might be the fact that the glaze was dried up a bit.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Because yesterday when he started to sweat, it looked like his muscles looked better when he had a little bit of shine on him.
Right. He got better, didn't he? As the show went on, I felt.
Regan. Yeah, Regan hit the pose. Yeah, he did.
All right, let's see. Is this Regan? Regan coming out now? He looks definitely fuller than yesterday. Chest looks better. Still, it's hard. I think if you've had a long year, some of your other, like your weaker body parts just won't fill. Like his legs still feel like they need rest.
Yeah, I agree. I think he looks to me like he needs a break. He's got a ton of potential, Regan, but I think he needs to take a little break. You
could tell he had something to eat, though. His chest and shoulders look a little bit better than last night.
He looks better.
They're popping more. Yeah, they're popping more.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, he's got an amazing physique, man. His potential is like out of this world. Like it's very hard to find it. It's very hard to find a guy who could go on stage at 260, 270 and still maintain a classic look.
True. What was he when he did classic that year? What did he weigh? I know he lost that shit.
I think he had to cut down to like 240 or something like that.
Yeah, I remember talking to him and he said he had to eat like nothing but fish for like a week.
I think it was less. I think it was even less than 240.
Yeah,
it might have been.
Yeah.
I know he had to lose like something like 15 pounds in like 2 days to make weight.
Yeah, he does look better, but I still feel like he's like, look, I think even Regan at his best. I still feel like he needs more muscle only because his frame is so big. Like he's a big guy. Like
he's a big chap.
I didn't really realize how big Regan was until like I went to train with him one day.
Yep,
and I was standing around him and I'm like, this kid's massive.
He's a big dude for sure. He doesn't look like in this lineup.
He's a good height and he's very wide. He's got really wide clavicles.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's strong too. He's a strong kid.
I just imagine what he will look like if he fills that out.
If he adheres for a few more years.
Yeah. If he fills that frame out, man, he's going to be, a top 6 contender all day long.
Yep. He's got a ton of upside.
All right, let's see who else we got. I love bodybuilding, man. I was so man, when that bikini shit was out, I was like, come on, man, let's just get to the real shit.
I love good bodybuilding shows.
No offense to the bikini girls. I just want to watch. Oh, Big Phil's.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Come on, Phil.
Come on, Phil.
My hair needs you.
Paul's hair needs you, Phil.
I need you, Phil. If I ever want to get laid again in my life with my wife,
your wife will bang anyway.
Yeah, she probably. I hope she will.
Look at the calves.
His silhouette is nice.
His silhouette is nice. I'll give you that.
It is. So lumpy.
All right. Let's see. My first impressions.
Wow, his triceps still fucking blow my mind, to be honest.
He's full.
My first impressions are he's definitely full. He's definitely dry. His stomach does not look better than yesterday.
No,
but look at the size of his arms.
Yeah.
What the hell? Still got his arms, whatever he's eating yesterday.
The hamstring detail isn't there still, Fouad?
It's a little better than yesterday. He looks a little drier.
Yeah.
I like how dry he looks tonight.
Yeah, he looks a little drier than yesterday. But I just, it's a shame. And I can only say this because it happened to me. Once your stomach gets a little thicker, it really throws off your entire your lines overall.
Yeah.
And I'm not from the back feels absolutely incredible. And I do think he's drier and better than yesterday, but I don't know, man. He's from the front. He's got to hide that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think he looks as good from the side as he has in the past, especially in the legs and the hamstrings. They had the
but that looks pretty good. That side of the leg looks pretty good, Paul.
I know it looks good, but just compared to his best, I don't feel like it's the same.
I feel like honestly, the only knock I see on him is just his stomach. Everything else to me looks pretty good. Like pretty amazing.
I think his quads are bigger.
I think he looks better than yesterday. Yeah,
he does. He's fuller. He's fuller and drier.
I don't know.
He's done what we said. He's gone away and actually filled out a bit.
Yeah, but now we're going to find out if being a little more full and a little more dry is going to be enough to.
His hamstrings look hard there.
To be fair, his legs are still probably the best in the lineup.
Yeah, I'll give you
Overall.
that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Most detail and size.
That's a great shot. He's relying on that shot a lot.
Yeah,
He's going to have to play that game. He needs to do.
Yeah.
He needs to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger. Stop showing the front so much.
Yeah,
Well-
that's a great shot though. He held the stomach in there a lot.
No, that's not.
You don't
a
like the way he
great
did that shot?
dude. Look at his stomach compared to what it
Oh,
used
not
to
here.
look.
The most muscular he did.
I didn't think so, man. I feel like it's very. The surgery he had has really hurt his look in his stomach.
It took away some detail in his lower abs. It looks like a lot.
He can stick to the hands clasp because he can put it over it.
You can cover it,
Yeah.
But it's tough, man. I don't know what the judges are going to do about.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know if that was enough.
Because everything else looks better.
Yannika's team Phil, by the way, guys.
Yannika's what?
Yannika's team Phil.
Is she
Team
really?
Phil. Yeah.
So Yannika and Paul are on the same team then.
Yannika thinks Phil?
Yeah.
Really? I want to see him win. But to be honest, I don't think he will.
I'm going to bet Yannika that she has to shave her head too.
Yes. If Rami would just shave your head.
No. I'll shave my legs.
Shave your legs. All right.
Shave
Fine,
her legs.
They
No,
do.
I got a better one. If Rami wins, she has to let her armpit hair grow for 2 months.
Probably what he had, doesn't he?
I only cut my hair.
What did she say? What did she say?
I'll leave my hair in my head.
Oh, yeah. So we got some footage of 06 here.
It's a nice tribute to Dexter.
Look at Dexter, Jay, and fucking they
Really?
all look incredible.
Yeah.
Dexter's got, you know what's awesome about Dexter? He's always had his own style.
For sure.
He's got like the headbands, and he's got the visor caps with the no top on them.
Dexter's got this detail I've never seen anybody else before. His upper abs, right before where his six pack begins, he's got these muscles under his pecs that I've never seen before straight on somebody like I've seen on him.
Yeah.
I wonder if he looks so great because he came from being so small. You know what I mean? Like he just built things slowly over time. It's just packed on 5 or 10 pounds a year.
Yeah.
Never rushed.
Yeah.
I like that little logo they just did for him.
Yeah.
See that? The Blades final. Yeah, the one on the screens. The Blades final Olympia.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
That's a nice tribute. He deserves it.
Definitely.
We were there for when he won it in 08.
08.
Yeah, I was on stage.
Yep. Yeah, me and Al came down to see it in Vegas.
That's the Olympia I did.
Incredible.
Remember we saw him in the parking lot afterwards. He was staying at the same hotel complex as us.
Yep.
It's Jay. One of Jay's got to say.
Oh, Jay cut his hair.
I want to ask you, Paul, because you're Jay's bum buddy.
Because I love Jay.
Why did he cut his hair?
I don't know.
Did you ask him?
It looks good. Looks good.
Did you ask Jay?
No, we didn't discuss it, but it looks good on him though. I like that look on Jay.
Can you when you text him about it, he didn't give you like any reason?
Well, next time you have him on the podcast, just let him know that I'd like to know why. But I like it.
But you talk to him all the time, so I want to know, like, when you guys are texting back and forth, did you say like, "Hey Jay"?
I would fumble over my words if I was texting with Jay.
Jay has a very intimidating presence about him.
Yeah, he's one of the greats, one of the legends.
Not intimidating in like a mean way. He's just because
but he's like royalty.
Yeah.
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 And he has that air to him, that like a certain energy he exuberates.
Big Dex. Let's see if he's improved since yesterday.
Yeah, I hope he has.
He looks a bit washed out in his stomach, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not the Dexter of old.
Yeah.
It's the upper quad doesn't pop out from the hip like they used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a bad combination when your stomach is not in check and your legs are smaller.
Yeah.
That's my worst showing was 2017. That was my exact problem. My legs were down in size. My stomach was bigger. It's a bad combination.
Yeah. I think Father Time is starting to finally catch Dexter.
Yeah.
It's a different look.
Yeah.
Still amazing. But for this stage, his best.
See it in the quad out of sweep. It's a lot straighter.
Yep, for sure. Starting to lose that roundness.
And again, we're not trying to. This is us just simply judging a show. One of the greatest bodybuilders of all time.
If not the best.
You know what? It's just this is like honestly the very first time since I started bodybuilding. I'm looking at Dexter and thinking, okay,
It's time.
Yeah,
It's time. It's time to hang it
I've
up.
never ever thought. I know people before were like, "Oh, he's getting old. He's getting old." I've never ever really thought it. I know he had some years where he wasn't as conditioned, but like I've never thought he was done until now. I'm kind of like, okay, maybe it's time. He's caught up and his body needs to chill.
I agree.
I wonder what he'll do with himself. Like out of just curiosity, I wonder what his other interests are.
Well, he started a supplement company.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he started. It's called Dexter Jackson Signature Series.
Oh, okay.
So he started a supplement company. I think it's just launching in February. That's what he said. I think he did an interview on Dave Palumbo's channel on RX.
Okay.
And I watched a little piece of it or a few pieces of it, and they were talking about him starting his new supplement company in February. So, good luck to him. It's not an easy business, but he's got a ton of fans, and I'm sure he's going to do awesome.
We're surely going to get an ovation.
Yeah. He should get a very long one.
He did it at the Arnold.
One second. Good luck to him. It's not an easy business, but he's got a ton of fans. They're talking over it.
Yeah, we said it last night. Like he holds his record speaks for itself. Greatest record of all time.
That's his last routine ever, guys. That's his last routine ever.
Yeah,
that's a big bloody moment.
Yeah,
I love you. He said. Wow, I'm gonna probably cry. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, that's touching. It's nice that they gave him a proper send off.
When I see another man crying,
who are these people?
His family.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
I knew it was going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Hold the tears in, lads. Hold the tears in.
Yeah, I'm getting a little choked up.
Wow.
It's funny when I started bodybuilding, Dexter was the guy that they always I remember because back when I started bodybuilding, it was just bodybuilding forums and not there was no real like Instagram or shit.
Right.
Every time you went on the forums, everybody would be like, "Why can't Dexter win? Why can't Dexter win? Dexter's the most consistent guy. Dexter should be winning." Because there was a period of time Dexter would only be like second, third.
Yeah.
And then finally he won the Toronto Pro.
Wow.
And then from there he just started rolling and he started fucking winning everything.
Has he won the most Arnolds?
No, I think Jay
Chris?
has, no?
Jay?
No,
Is it Jay?
No, he's won 5. He's won 5.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
if you're counting, but you're counting
5 regular and some of the other ones as well.
No,
but 5
I was talking about Ohio mainly, but
wait a minute, James.
He's 5 Ohio's.
He won 5 Ohio's?
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
and what did Jay win? 4? Jay won 4?
3.
I think.
3?
Jay
Okay.
won 3, yeah. I thought
Same as Flex.
Yeah, I thought they were all tied with 3. I didn't realize. And Branch has won the Arnold, 3 times or 2 times?
Twice. 11 and 12.
Yeah.
And Chris had Cormier.
One sec. You know what? Let's listen to this.
I think we should.
Yeah.
It's a big moment.
I thought they were all tied with 3. I didn't realize. And Branch has won the Arnold, 3 times or 2 times?
The weight of the appreciation at the moment.
Yeah. All right, let's see what you got to say.
Well, I wasn't expecting this. I want to thank Dan Solomon, the whole Olympia staff for putting on this show. I'd like to thank all the judges. Jim Mannion, he's not here, but I'd like to thank him. He's been like a second father to me. Thank you, Mr. Mannion. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Big Steve. And all other judges that have critiqued me over the years that made me get better.
Wow. I'm getting emotional. Fuck.
As you guys know, one person can't be great by himself. I'd like to thank God, Jesus Christ, first of all. I'd like to thank my family, because without my family, I could never make this. I could never do this. Thank you guys so much for being here for me. Love you too, man. Duval! I just want to thank my fans. I would have retired a long time ago if it weren't for you guys. Thank you guys so much for pushing me, for writing me, for making me feel better when I'm feeling down. Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you. A lot of people say, well, Dex, you won everything, you've done everything. I mean, what is that else to prove? Well, now that time has come where I feel I don't have anything else to prove. You know, I love this sport so much. Even at my age, I was still doing very well. I probably could still do a few more years, but you know when it's time to go. In my heart, it's time to go. It's time for me to start another chapter in my life. You know, I took a couple years off, and I just want to just say, what do I want to do in life? You know, because me, I'm a winner. I like to win at everything I do. Okay, I've lost, I've failed at a few things. Well, you know what? I came back again, give it a second try. I just finished my own full supplement line, 27 SKUs I'm about to drop the first quarter of the year, all by myself. So everybody said, well, Dexter, you ain't got the J's no more. Why you wear the J's and wear the fresh cars? I've been saving my damn money. I got to live in the future. But anyway, man, I want to thank everybody out there for showing all the love and support over the years. I'll still be here. You still see me like you see me in every other show. You know, I just won't be on stage anymore. God bless everybody. Thank you for coming at a time like this. I'm so glad that they still put on the show. Thank you, Jake Wood. And I'm so happy to see all you guys here to be here to make this possible for me tonight. God bless everybody, and y'all have a good night.
That's intense.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a nice send-off. That was a nice tribute.
Fouad, does that not make you want to be back on stage to just do an official thank you, everybody? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm always really honest with myself. So
yeah,
I'll tell you this: if I did one more show, they wouldn't stop the whole production so I could retire. They would just be like, okay, great. That was Fouad Abiad. See you later.
Thanks, Fouad. Thanks, Fouad. See you later.
Yeah. Okay, that was Fouad Abiad. Now up, James Hollingshead's up next. There's no, it wouldn't be like that. They don't do that for everybody, man. They did that.
No, I know. I just thought maybe,
I would like to do a show so I could go out on my own terms instead of having my last show had a quad tear, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think they would ever do that for me. They've only done that. I've only seen them do that for obviously any Mr. Olympia that retired.
Yeah.
Or I saw him do it for Dennis James, Branch Warren. Yeah. Now Dexter, the top tier guys. They don't usually do it for
top tier.
Yeah, only top tier gets that treatment.
Not that second tier stuff.
Not that the second tier motherfuckers get to walk off stage and that's it. They just get to disappear.
Well, they're working in Costco the next week.
That's right. That's right. All right, Hunter Labrada's up.
Let's see Hunter.
He's dried it out a little bit.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
Got great structure, man. Everything's put together so well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel so far. I kind of see the same thing I saw yesterday.
Yeah, so far me too.
Maybe a little drier, but to me,
it's weird because he gets straighted in funny areas, like his triceps are straighted.
Yeah,
but parts of him still look like they need to come in a bit more.
Yeah.
Is it because it's still new muscle and he's pretty young?
It looks like a little layer of water over some body parts to me.
Young.
You don't think he looks young?
His muscles doesn't look
his
young.
muscles very much young.
Yeah, it looks, his physique is mature.
But even though his muscles are thick, they lack some of that gnarliness.
Maturity, yeah.
He hasn't matured in there.
Yes, inside if you look there.
He is hard though, in the back.
I don't think so, man. I feel like I'm looking at the same.
Hard, but he's not big enough in the back.
Yeah,
right. There's not enough muscle there yet.
I feel like I'm still looking at the Hunter from yesterday. I really don't feel like I see a big difference. Do you see, James? Do you see a big difference there or no?
No, it's about the same. It's roughly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not that he looked bad yesterday at all. I just don't think he's I was kind of waiting for like a dramatic improvement in his conditioning. Like
I
maybe
think he's not. He's tight, but I wouldn't say he's peeled.
no.
Mhm.
There's a certain level of dryness and thin skin look that he could still achieve.
Yeah.
But I think it might be a thing where it takes him just more time.
Yeah. A couple more shows, tied him down a couple more times.
No one.
But it's like a couple more percentage points, of hardness.
You know, it's funny. Somebody just Sorry, James, go ahead.
That's right. I was just explaining that he only did one show this year.
He prepped for two effectively.
Yeah. The only one that came.
No, but I wanted to read somebody's comment said that Hunter's got a lot of pressure on him, and I wonder if that plays a factor because even though he comes off very cool and very like has it all together, I wonder if being a Labrada and having all the pressure and all the expectations, I wonder if that plays a factor too.
Definitely, he's only human.
He seems to handle it pretty well, though, doesn't he? You know him.
Yeah. No, but this is what I mean. I've had him on the podcast a few times, and I've talked to him like on the phone. He always seems very, very calm and very like he's handling everything well. But I wonder, at 26, 27, however old he is, now having all that pressure of the Labrada name and everything, I wonder if that plays a factor at all.
It could be an advantage too. It could be an advantage too. His dad could prep him for what's to come.
No, there is advantages, but you can't deny that there's got to be a lot of pressure being.
Well, it's big shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah. Sung Cho Lee is now up, and from this
right from the front,
from this first glance, he still looks very similar to yesterday, which was a good package. But he doesn't. Go ahead.
The body parts he does have that are strong are exceptional.
Yes.
Arms. Yeah, big arms.
He's very well put together. Like he's got a very nice physique.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing I see is he just needs more back thickness.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more legs.
And the legs. Too.
Yeah, and a little bit more maturity to the physique. A couple more years, this guy could be something.
James, we always talk about black guys having nice, pretty physiques. I feel like Asians have the same thing.
Yeah, they do. Nice round calves.
They always seem very symmetrical, very proportionate.
They always seem to be very genetically blessed in the lower bodies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thick legs, big calves. Yeah. And we talked about this before, I think, Fouad, and it seems to be typical that back is a weak point. Bodybuilders.
Yeah. He looks rather tall for his nationality.
Yes, for sure.
I wonder what his height actually is.
He's as tall as Samson. I can remember seeing him on stage together. They looked about the same height.
What's
Sam's taller than me?
Like 6 foot, maybe, right?
Yeah,
5'11". He's that big of a guy, yeah.
Yeah. Samson's a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he looks good. I think he'll beat some of the bigger name guys. Like I see him beating Juan and Regan and like he looks very good.
It must be a good feeling knowing as well that you're like the number one guy from that part of the world. Because he is.
Yeah.
He's representing well. I think he looks good.
Absolutely. This is Juan now, isn't it?
Is it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can't tell you. Yeah, Juan Morel.
Yeah. He did a post today talking about his prep wasn't ideal and got started a little bit late and everything.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, I seen a post that he put up today, a video about it.
Is Juan looks like he ate more. I can tell he's got a little bit more vascularity, but
he's popping more.
Yeah, but I feel like there's more to it than it's more to it than just fullness. I feel like he's actually lost size.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the same run into this Olympia as he's had prior to this previously.
Yeah.
Which he'll be happy to say, I imagine.
Do you think, for him making a calculated decision, do you think he said, I want to just put another Olympia under my belt? Because it is something to be able to say, I did 5 Olympias, I did 10 Olympias. Or is it, or did you just think he didn't realize that he wasn't like his former self?
I don't know. I think that question would be good to ask him if you ever had him on the podcast.
Yeah. He talked about it today in his post. He said that he thought about pulling out of the show, but then he said that he's the type of person that once he says he's going to do something, he follows it through. Yeah. So he decided to follow it through, and and probably being Olympia, you don't get opportunities every year to go to Olympia. Maybe he just decided.
So it sounds like it's more. It sounds like it's more of the first one. Then he kind of knew he wasn't at his best, but
yeah, he definitely did.
He wanted to do the O because it's the O.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
I think he is someone who likes to give back to the fans.
Yeah,
he's got a good personality. If the fans want to see him there, I'm pretty sure he's the type of guy that'll make it happen.
He talked about how he thought that he could balance everything with his business being, pretty demanding now, family and prep. And he said that he miscalculated, but he wanted to see it through still.
I'm not sure what this person's saying. Fouad, let's be honest. If Roden does come back next year, he will be in his mid-40s. If Ramy wins, do you honestly think he can bring what he brought in 2018 with almost 2 years off? Oh, so I think he's saying, like, can Roden beat Ramy if Ramy does win? I don't think Roden can beat Ramy at this stage.
I think Roden,
because Roden's going to be a little worse because he's going to be older, and Ramy's going to be a little better if they've actually figured out his conditioning.
But Roden got started late in the sport at a late age. He took a long absence from the sport and then started up again. Just like late. Do
you think Roden at his best can beat the Ramy that's out there today?
No.
Yeah. All right. So I don't want to do any disservice to Lucas Osladil is out there right now.
That's great.
Lucas is a weird one because people don't give him the credit I think he's due. He's got a ton of muscle. His condition is very, very good. His biggest knock on Lucas is probably his waist is a little bit wider, not distended. It's just structurally a little bit wider.
Yes, it's a structure thing.
But his posing is great. It's a little different than everybody else's, but I think he knows his body.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very, like I said, he exposes people. But I really don't feel like they give him a good enough look yesterday. They didn't put him in that second call out at all.
Yeah, we thought he could have been pulled into that second call out, didn't we?
I thought he should have been compared with Hunter, Ian, Akeem. I thought he should have been in that call out. I would like to see how he fared against them.
Yeah.
Second group. Yeah, I thought he should have been in that second group, at least looked at.
I think people don't realize he used to be a 212 back in the day as well.
Did he really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look how he's really thick for a guy who used to be a 212.
Yeah. What do you think he weighs, James? Any idea?
109 kilo. I remember him saying he's like one of his shows this year. So 109
kilograms.
230, 240, 235.
Sorry, guys. I just want to interrupt you for 1 second. People are asking where they can find the stream. If you guys go to olympiaproductions.com, you can watch the stream there. Sign up. You pay like $65 or whatever it is. You can watch it there. And then if you want to listen to us, you can mute them and put our commentary on, or you can watch them. Either way, support bodybuilding would be great for everybody.
Absolutely.
And I also want to tell you guys that you should be proud of yourselves because we have 4,200 people watching this.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Massive thanks.
So thank you to everybody watching.
Thank you.
Sorry, go ahead, James. What'd you say?
Sorry, I just said Lucas looks good.
He's impressive.
He does look very good. I really, really think, honestly, like I'm a little disappointed for him, to be honest. I think he should have been brought out with the second group, even if he didn't do well, just to see him next to them.
Hopefully tonight they will.
Yeah.
He's one of the top European guys.
Yeah.
Nathan Ines says he needs a mute button for Sean Ray.
There's a mute button on there.
There's a mute button. Just hit mute.
I got my mute.
Got Justin Rodriguez coming out next.
No, I really listen. Before Justin comes out, I just really do want to say I appreciate everybody who's watching our feed and who watches the podcast and all the messages I got today about yesterday's feed. So thank you everybody very much. Justin Rodriguez is out and his conditioning is amazing because he works with AJ Sims and AJ has a good handle on everybody's diets. I do think the only knock is his waist looks like it looked in New York, which is a little bit thicker.
Yep.
Which look at, this is the thing. If you see the obliques, how they're sticking out a little bit from the trunks.
Yeah.
If the quad doesn't match that, it doesn't help.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest knock, right? But he's great everywhere else. Got big, wide shoulders, thick chest, round delts. He's got an awesome back.
He does.
And his legs, like there from the side, they look great. You see the quad sweeping off the hip. The glutes are in. It's just, I feel like his obliques are a little bit thick and it throws off his lower body.
He's got one of the better double back double bicep shots in the show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He does.
Definitely.
He does. He's got a great back.
He does.
Yeah. I don't see too much of a change from yesterday though. What do you guys think?
I don't see much of a change.
I think he looks a bit better though in the quads, especially. He looks his lines look a little deeper to me in the quads.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks a little bit better, a little bit fuller, but not enough to move up too much. I don't think.
Where did you have him yesterday, Paul?
Right around 10th. right around the 10 spot for me. Ian and Hunter 7-8 around there. And then so I right around 9-10.
Same.
Nathan Ellis says, "Hey James Hollingshead, where do you?" I think you miswrote that. Where would you have placed this year at the Olympia? Big fan. Really sorry you had to miss the show, but you'll come back, champ. Much love. So where do you think you would have been, James, if you had to guess? 6?
Hey, that's next year's goal.
Oh, I think we talked about this yesterday. I
Yeah.
would have had. I actually said yesterday, I would have had you ahead of Akeem. So I think you would have been 6.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. All I know is that I would have been.
No, I think what I said was I compare you to Akeem, so you would have been in there somewhere.
Yeah. I feel that I would have. I feel that. Yeah.
Okay, so Antoine Vayant is up next, our Canadian brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday he showed up. We felt like he looked a little flat through the torso.
Mm-hmm.
How do we see in this today? Is he filled out more?
It looks fuller to me. Looks fuller to me.
His vascularity is a little better, so you can tell they've been eating.
Yep.
But I just don't know. It's almost like it's not a fullness issue. And me and Paul were talking about this earlier today. It's crazy to say that a guy who weighs 270 needs more muscle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said to Paul, I said sometimes when guys have really big legs, it makes the scale number bigger than actually they show.
Yeah, because legs weigh a lot, man.
Yeah.
Legs weigh a lot.
Well, I told him, like, back in the day, Ben Pekulski weighed in at 283.
Yeah, it's all leg.
At the Flex Pro.
Crazy.
And he was in pretty good shape. Like, he wasn't his absolute best, but he was in pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all leg, man. So
that's nuts.
Antoine looks great. His conditioning is awesome. His body is very, 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 very well put together. He's brought up his back, which was his weak point for a long time. I just feel like if he wants to compare with that top 6, he's got to get thicker through the back chest, like from the side. That thickness.
Yep. He's got to get that turtle shell back.
Yeah.
That mass is just.
He needs
this.
I like him.
What I would say about Antoine is that his distribution of body fat is very even and nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't have no areas seem to look more stodgy than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very true.
Some people are peeled from the front. And then they have
look at this. Look at the splits.
Yeah, wasn't Antoine a martial artist?
He was. He did do martial arts for a long time.
I feel like he loses fat in a really nice way, very evenly.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like he has to catch up in certain areas or anything.
He works very, very. I have to say this, and I could be wrong, but I feel like so Antoine dealt with addiction for a really long time, and I feel like that same behavior, he's transferred it to bodybuilding. So he does everything like very OCD-ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he weighs everything out. He doesn't miss a meal. He's very, very like, I don't want to say he's like addicted to bodybuilding. He does it
compulsive,
all.
Eh?
Yeah. He's very compulsive about his diet and his training and everything. And it's like, he's just transformed. He transformed that attitude to bodybuilding instead of from a negative thing to a positive thing. You know what I mean?
That's great.
He's hitting every pose.
Yeah, he loves being up there.
I think he's enjoying himself. It's his first time. I think it's great.
You know what?
For
he's
sure.
hitting every pose because it guarantees that you're going to get at least one photo you love. It's true, though, isn't it?
That's true. That's true.
Well done.
Yeah,
that was a good presentation.
Good job, Antoine.
You know what? It's easy to root for Antoine because we all know how much he struggled.
Yeah, it is a likable guy.
But we also all know how great he could be. So when you see him actually fulfilling his potential, it kind of makes you happy. You know what I mean?
You remember when he was like a teen coming up in Canada?
Like he might pick up a couple of spots there tonight.
Oh, you think he looks better, James?
Where he was, I think he looked more comparable to the group above tonight.
Ian.
Yeah. Ian, here we go.
All right, let's see. I talked to him earlier today.
What's good standing there right now?
He's in a really good positive mindset. He seems pretty happy with what he's done so far. Still looks good to me. Still big as a house.
Still full. Hard.
Oh,
it looks great there.
That quarter turn's amazing, eh?
Yeah.
Really suits him, isn't it?
He's
the head hunter.
He looks better. He looks better tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, he's fuller, I think.
I think his
sharp.
I think his color is better, but I don't think his
that
body.
Too.
His body looks.
He looks bigger to me tonight.
The only reason I say that is I thought he was actually 100% yesterday. So
Yeah.
I don't think there was anywhere for him to go from where he was yesterday.
Do you think he's a bit better than last night now, though?
I think I don't know. I think his color's better. He looks a little fuller, I guess. Maybe.
I think he looks a little fuller too.
I think he's pipping Hunter for that spot.
Yeah.
I think he's ahead of Hunter now.
I think I do. I think I would agree with that as well. If I had to place them, he would be right behind Akeem.
Yeah. So like seventh, probably.
Yeah.
He's ahead of Dexter for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we knew he was ahead of Dexter yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the call outs were kind of like we were like not sure about him and Hunter. So I think Hunter didn't really get better. And I think Ian's a touch better than he was yesterday.
Agreed. I think he's more than a touch. I think he looks great tonight. Look at his back.
And Ian's weaker body parts have improved. His chest and back have improved.
Yeah. His back has definitely improved.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He looks very, very good.
Yeah.
So the marvelous Ian. Well done, Ian. Honestly,
very,
very good.
Yeah. He looks great.
It's quite a intimidating look.
I got to tell you, I told Paul this before. I see a lot of myself at Ian, not physique wise, but mentally, because he's very hard on himself.
Yeah.
And it really was good to talk to him today and see him like relaxed and happy and like looking forward to going to the show tonight. You know what I mean? Like it's a good thing.
I think it's amazing too that his wife is pro and his brother-in-law's
Mr. Olympia. Akeem is up.
Yes, it's the Incredible Hulk.
All right, let's see what we got from yesterday here, because he was pretty good yesterday. I don't know how much more he could be, unless his back got a little sharper.
Yeah. Fuck, look at this guy. Eh?
I swear, there's a few guys in my gym who could be like Akeem.
Really?
There's a few guys that look very similar to him.
Really?
There's some freaks in my gym.
This guy should be in movies. Look at that shot.
He is very impressive, man.
He is.
Carries so much muscle, and his waist is small. Like when it comes, the way it fits into his legs and his lats, it's like.
Yeah.
What do you think is Akeem's best body part? I'd say quads.
Legs, yeah. I was gonna say quads, yeah. They just sweep off the hip so hard, like it's just such a dramatic. Such a dramatic sweep. It's hard to ignore.
He's got a massive chest too.
Yes. Look at the thickness of his lat under his armpit. Look how thick it is.
It's just so high. That's all.
It's just high, yeah. But the lat itself is extremely thick.
It's huge, yeah.
You know what? The one thing we don't talk about is his arm. Look at his fucking arms.
Yeah.
His biceps are peaked like hard.
And look at the conditioning. Eh? Look how hard he is from the side. His hands and glutes.
Yeah. It's really just his back. And you know what?
That's it.
I can't remember the guy's name who said it in the comments. I do think the camera, the lighting is different.
It is.
I think that the camera is set up different because Akeem didn't look this bright yesterday.
But some of the darker complexion guys are seeing more detail tonight, I think.
Yeah. They sorted out
the camera. They sorted out the camera issue, I think, because.
How old's Akeem, Fouad? How old's Akeem?
He's not very old, is he?
Nathan Ellis is not impressed by Akeem.
What?
I could see that. I mean, some people don't like that sheer mass look. I can't look at a guy this thick and not be impressed though.
The size with shape. I don't know what's not to be impressed with.
Well,
he looks like he can get on a flat bench press and move 6 plates.
Yeah. without warming up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, that's bodybuilding, right? Everybody's got a preference.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's Brandon now.
Is it?
Yeah, because the Olympia statue's in the doorway now. Like,
okay. They do that before he comes out. Okay.
All right, here we go. Brandon Curry.
Oh, let's see him.
Let's see if he can hold down the fort.
We'll fight on his hands.
Yes.
That's the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lats. Marvelous.
Who wins the silhouette contest?
Rami all day.
Rami for sure.
Yes.
I don't know. Brandon's silhouette's pretty good.
I don't know, dude. Rami's so exaggerated.
Those quads.
Yeah.
I think Brandon's got the best upper body in this show.
I agree with shape and everything and balance. Yeah. I agree.
It's just the lower body doesn't match.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
he's having fun tonight. Here we go.
He looks good.
Is he better than yesterday? That's what I want to ask you guys.
I gotta wait a couple more minutes to see.
Yeah,
I gotta see some more shots.
My first impressions are he's a little fuller than yesterday.
Yeah, right now I think so too.
I love the bodybuilding dictionary. We have about 3 words: fuller, harder.
That's why we're not commentating, James, because we don't have the lingo.
Yeah, he's a bit fuller.
What else can we say?
I know. That's the thing. It's true.
What else can we say?
He does look very good.
His glycogen stores are maxed out.
Maxed out.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, his upper body is amazing. His legs are a little slight.
Muscle.
I love his clavicles, because he's a wide guy for a short guy.
Yeah.
How tall is Brandon?
Not very tall.
5'8", 5'9".
Oh, yeah.
I think he's shorter than I am.
Is he?
He's shorter than I am, so I'm 5'9". He's got to be 5'8", 5'7".
Well, he was a lot shorter than Luke when me and Luke and him were together.
Yeah.
Luke's not overly tall.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah, he's quite short.
Luke was about my height, I think, from what I remember. Yeah.
Brandon, if I'm correct, is actually the same height as some of the 212 guys.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't be surprised. 5'6" at the lowest, probably 5'7". Yeah.
I don't know if Brandon's that sharp tonight.
I'm going to go 5'7".
Look at tiny waist.
It's the waist ratio, though.
I think his conditioning is the same as yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he's the same.
Yeah. He looks a little fuller through the chest and shoulders.
We have to remember with Brandon, he just doesn't have the same amount of lines as someone like Phil. That's just the way it is. Even if he's tighter, it wouldn't come through because it's not there.
Yeah. I think his biggest advantage is that God-given shape in the round muscle.
He's just got a beautiful waist as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't even pop out at all.
Have you guys seen his starting photos?
No.
I bet he looks good.
He's literally like a model. Like
look at his hamstring there on that shot. That's crazy.
We got 4,600 people watching this now.
Yeah.
I wonder if we have more people watching this stream than the actual show.
Yeah.
Is that possible, you think?
It can't be because they have to watch the stream to know.
No, some people just listen. They don't watch the show.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Because some people don't want it. Because some people don't want to pay for it, so they just listen to us.
We're the eyes. We're acting as their eyes.
We're the eyes for them. Yeah.
We are their eyes.
I'll give some more detail now then.
On that note, I'm going to grab my food, so I will be right back while we discuss.
Okay.
Are you guys? You haven't got to eat, have you?
I'd like to.
What's that, James?
When are you guys due to eat? Are you not, hardcore enough?
I might have a shake.
You're a professional bodybuilder. I'm a professional podcaster, so I have to stay focused on this.
This is true.
Officer. I'm a customs
again,
officer.
I was scared you to excuse me again. I'll be right back anyway.
Go get your food, man.
Yep. Yes. I think they're taking a break from bodybuilding anyway.
What was I going to say? Paul, you didn't get a chance to look at any of the classic photos?
I did, just Chris and Breon pretty much so, and a couple of Terrence. I didn't see Alex. I didn't see any of the other guys. But I only saw them like individual shots, no comparisons. But Chris looked crazy.
You think?
And I thought Breon looked great too. He looked better than ever. But Chris looks crazy.
Chris is going to take it.
I think so too.
Yannicka has given us the input. Chris is going to.
The expert has spoken.
There's nothing else we need to say.
I actually do agree with Yannicka and you, Paul, but there is something to be said because what about Terrence and Alex? Did you see them too?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about it after. So they're coming back out for comparisons, one at a time. All the big men. Look at Rami, just a giant. Just like James, honestly, just thicker.
James might not want to miss this. They're going to compare them again.
Yannicka, you better get James.
Keep coming.
This is going to be very telling. The first call is going to be very telling.
I think it's going to be obvious. It's going to be Rami, Brandon, Phil. Or are they doing it back? They're doing it backwards.
Yeah, it's none of those guys.
They're doing it backwards. They're doing it backwards. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I just learned something new. Why are they? So they're going from the back to the front. All right.
Yeah.
That's your favorite style, Paulie.
So you threw a lob there, right? You knocked that one out of the park, didn't you?
I teed it up for you. You missed it.
Yeah, I know. Who you like here, Fouad? Lucas?
I love Lucas's physique, man. Oh, there they go. There they go. Yep. They put him in they just moved him to the other side. I thought they were going to put him in the middle.
No, they did put him in the middle of my screen.
Oh, I haven't seen the wide shot yet. 1 second.
Yeah, Lucas been moved in.
I'm gonna refresh my page. Maybe I can catch up. Maybe I can catch
he's next to Max in the middle now.
Okay, 1 second. I'm refreshing here. Okay, yeah, they got him in the middle. That's great.
Yep.
I think he belongs there in this call out. I think he's better than Matt. I think he's better than Max.
Agree, especially from the back here.
I feel like Antoine should be next to Lucas.
Yes. I'm surprised if they have Regan inside.
I feel like they should be switching Antoine and Max.
I think they will as they start hitting some shots.
Yeah, I think so too. Max does look really good tonight, but he's just I feel like his back is lagging too much.
Yeah.
But he does
front,
like
it's amazing, from the front.
Yeah, when you stand him there all like that
I'm
from the
having
front.
Max over Lucas.
Yeah, but Max has no back, Yannicka. That's the problem. He has no back or hamstrings.
Mm-hmm.
So from the front, when you look at them, you're like, yeah, Max for sure. But then when they turn around, so it just depends.
And the side too, he gives up on the side shots because of the lack of hamstring drop. I think.
I'm actually really shocked that they have Max there still.
But who else would you have?
They moved Antoine in a bit.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Left.
So who would you move in Max's spot, Fouad?
I would have
Antoine?
the Korean guy or Antoine.
Yeah.
Ahead of Max.
Mm-hmm.
James is coming.
Because this is, I think, where Max loses it. But he looks better tonight. Like his glute ham tie-in's a little better tonight. But the difference in the back is so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if Antoine had a crazier back, I think that would have moved him.
No, but I mean, look at next to Lucas.
Yeah,
Lucas's legs are literally double the size of Max's.
The Korean guy, I forget his name now. His back is next to Lucas's. Looks like it's lacking.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I was talking about with Lucas. When he stands next to other guys, he starts to expose things.
He does.
Yeah.
Maybe you got a new nickname for him, the Exposer.
The Exposer. Yeah.
I don't know if you want that nickname.
That's a shit nickname.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that. That could be taken a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's.
Fouad don't agree with me.
I don't agree with you, Yannicka.
No.
She likes Max. Yannicka likes Max in this color.
It's Max is really easy to like because he's got really nice abs, really nice chest and shoulders.
Yeah.
And Lucas, that's Lucas's weak point is his abs.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with you, Fouad, because Lucas has everything else
from the back. Yeah, that's the thing.
He beats him on the side poses and the back poses, I think.
Yeah. Max beat Antoine beat Max in California, but it looks like Max might have. I think Max might be ahead of him at this show.
I think he is.
All right, who do they got now? They got I see Hunter. Who's the guy? Oh, Dexter. No, Dexter.
Dexter.
They got Justin Rodriguez and Ian.
Let's see who goes in the middle in this one.
I think they're going to put Hunter and Ian next to each other finally.
I think so too.
There's one.
Okay. So front relaxed. I have Ian winning that shot. They put Hunter in the middle.
Here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Oh, now they moved him around. I'm
a little
behind you guys, obviously.
Are you?
So okay. Ian. So we got from right to left, we got Justin Rodriguez, Ian, Hunter, and then Dexter. So
we get to compare Ian and Hunter directly now.
Yep. I think Ian's got him in that quarter turn.
Mm-hmm.
From the back now, we have back relaxed.
This should be Ian's shot.
Yeah, Ian's still got it because he's just harder.
Yep.
Yeah.
More detail.
Yeah. I feel like
more detail. More.
I feel like Hunter's back's a little washed out.
Yep.
The other quarter turn. I think Ian's got that as well.
Yep.
I really think Ian's got this on lock.
I think so too.
But I got Ian puts his arms out. That was bad.
Yeah, he's like, get out of my way. I need some space.
Yeah, still got him.
Yeah, I don't love that pose on Ian, but
this is the thing. I think structurally Hunter wins that front double.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I think the problem is Ian's conditioning is better. So it's going to really depend what the judge. Same thing we said yesterday. It's going to depend if they go for structure or conditioning.
Yeah. I told you today, Fouad, I don't like the way Ian does his front lat spread. It's my personal preference.
Scrunching it a little too much together. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he needs to open that up a bit more.
But this is where he's going to make up points now.
Yeah, these side shots for Ian are just. But Hunter's looks pretty good too.
Yeah, but I just see more detail in Ian.
There's more detail.
Ian's got a lot of good detail going on around the glute and the hip.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think Ian might take these shots too. I hope they don't do a close up. I want to see from far away.
Yeah, Ian's got that.
Ian for sure.
He's thicker.
And drier
in the back. A bit more depth in the back.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. This next one should be Ian's too.
Okay, let's not call him. Let's not call him.
Sorry.
Before they actually do the pose. Okay, so back lat spread.
It comes down to little things like the glutes.
Yeah.
It's the conditioning thing is making it make it like in my head when I look at it, because he's more conditioned. I feel like Ian's winning the shots.
Yeah.
Same.
And I think Hunter's back needs to come up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hunter takes it too from the front, and then
I
Ian.
wouldn't say he does take it from the front.
Hunter,
he's better. He's better from the front.
I agree.
But he's definitely not winning the back, I don't think.
Mm.
No. Agree.
I wonder why Hunter chooses to do a side abdominal pose like that rather than straight on.
I don't know why.
Maybe it feels like it makes. Maybe it feels like it makes his waist look small, even smaller than it is.
Do you think it might be because the pec there?
I would like to see him do a front on there.
Because he's got the pec tear, hasn't he?
Oh, does he? Yeah.
You know,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if he does that, it's unsymmetrical.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's weird is I actually still want to watch them pose some more. I'm like, I haven't really made up my mind.
No.
Yeah. I think it depends. Like, this is the only thing. I feel like they have the same amount of weak points and strong points, but Ian's edging him out on conditioning like pretty badly.
I agree. I think if conditioning had been equal, I think it might have been Hunter's.
Yes. I think I would go that way. I would say that too.
Yeah.
Top 6.
Okay. So from right to left, we have Brandon, Akeem, Bonac, Hadi, Rami, and Phil. And at first glance, the nicest silhouettes I see are Rami and Brandon.
They just put Phil in the middle.
To me, my opinion anyway. And they just moved them both into the middle. So in the middle now we have Rami, Brandon, and Phil.
Where's Brandon in here?
Brandon's between Rami and Phil, I think.
Oh, so look, that tells me they have Rami and Brandon right now.
Or no, Phil's in the middle. Phil's in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So it looks like they're looking at Phil and Rami then.
Yeah.
Brandon, you lose some detail with that dark complexion right now. Is it just me?
No, I agree.
I think when he stands next to Phil, because Phil's got a lighter complexion.
Yeah.
It exposes it a little bit more.
Like there, I'm not seeing as much detail in Brandon just because I just can't see it, not because it's not there.
Rami keeps losing those back shots to Phil.
Yep. I'm amazed I'm agreeing with you.
Phil looks improved tonight.
I'm still Team Phil.
It looks like he needs more oil, Phil. More shine.
Yeah, he does. He's definitely
Bro,
dry.
Phil's relaxing too much there.
Look at his stomach there, man. Jeez.
Yeah, relaxing too much. He didn't need to do that.
No, that's not good, man.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't think he's relaxing, James. I think it's like even now as he's flexing, it's still sticking out.
It's a lower abs there.
And his legs, look how dry they look. There's no glaze on them at all, almost.
No, there's not. Or his chest either.
Look at Rami. Look at Rami in that shot.
Joe, those quads. Jesus.
When he turns that down and crunches his abs, it looks like nuts.
Rami's perfected his tan and glaze as well.
Yeah, agreed. He's got that nice reddish brown color.
Do you think it was strategic by Phil to leave some oil off the midsection there to try draw attention away from it?
No, because he's dry everywhere. It's not just his stomach. Like his legs are really dry too.
That's where I see it the most, I think, is the legs.
Yeah.
I love
his back too.
You know, man, those front and side shots, I can't help it. I just think Rami's got them hands down.
Yeah. Let's see the back shots.
And
they're battling Phil and Rami. Rami's winning front shots. Phil's winning.
Yeah, but Rami, but look at Phil's back. His glutes and his hams are going soft, and Rami's are harder. You never see that with Phil.
That's why they're working them. They're working them to the point where someone has to fade.
Yeah,
someone's fading, and it's Phil. Phil's fading again.
Yeah,
because Phil looked better than this when he first came out. Remember, we all thought he looked like he got a little better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Rami's color is better. His glaze is better. His conditioning is better.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't see where he loses except for maybe a back double bicep.
What about this shot here? I like Phil's in that shot, I think.
Phil's back is better there.
I like Phil in better.
It's not that similar. I don't think it's that similar.
No.
You can make an argument for Rami there because it's wider.
Rami's back is the same width as Brandon and Phil next together combined.
Yeah, but I saw more detail with Phil's.
Yeah, but I'd rather have the back the size of a barn door than just a little bit more detail.
Yeah, the side shot. That's
Rami's winning that side tricep all day.
Yeah, all
day long.
Look at his legs.
Look at Phil's leg. It's like not even popping anymore.
No.
I'm shaving your head tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Not tonight, you're not. We'll do it on Monday or something.
And Yannika's got to grow her armpit hair. It's going to be great.
You know what though, as well, Rami's confident. He's hitting the poses first.
Yes.
Holding
look, yeah, you can see
look
it.
At that pose on Phil.
You can see it in his face.
Yeah, Phil was faded.
He doesn't want to crunch his abs. He knows it's an issue.
It's throwing off all his lines, man.
It is. Look at Hottie. Wait, anyone looking at Hottie over there? He looks better than Phil, I think.
Oh, Hardy looks really good.
Hottie looks crazy.
I could make a case for Hottie being third.
Yeah. I don't know. Phil doesn't
I
have
can
it
make
tonight.
the case for Hardy being second.
Yeah. Second or third. Yeah. He's
Rami,
moving up.
Hardy, Brandon, Phil, in mix up with them two. I don't mind, but definitely up there.
I have a prediction. I think they're going to call that group out again, and Phil won't be in the middle the next time, or at least.
You think so? Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think they're going to take a harder look at some other guys for second now.
Yeah, now.
They need to compare everyone to Rami now, just see, make it confirm.
Yeah. Or compare more guys to Phil to see if Phil deserves second or not. Because right now, I don't think he deserves second right now.
Yeah,
I think Hottie's a little bit overlooked still.
Poorly.
Well, let's see what they call out.
Kevin Horton's on here.
Is he?
He says, I agree with James. What did you say, James, that he agrees with?
I don't know, but is it Kevin Horton?
I think it's Kevin Horton.
If it's Kevin Horton, hello, Kevin Horton.
Yeah,
Hello, Kevin Horton, the most famous photographer ever to grace my page.
I like Kevin. We've met a few times. He's a very good chap.
I always want to shoot with Kevin Horton when I was competing, and I never got a chance to.
I did.
Did you?
I have.
Okay, guys, wait. Before we go on about that. So Hottie, Phil, Brandon, and Rami are out, and Brandon is pushing Hottie away from
Hottie's showing up Brandon and Phil right now, I think.
Guys,
I feel like Hardy is more comparable with Rami.
Yes.
I think so too. I think Hottie almost looks like he's second place in this line.
Yeah. I think they're going to move him inside.
That would be a story, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I honestly think if I was judging right now, I would have Rami in first and Hottie in second.
Yeah.
Phil third. Brandon third, and Phil will be fourth.
Yeah, I think he's beating Brandon right now, Hottie.
He's more complete.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't deny those legs.
No.
I mean, look at them in that shot. It's like,
yeah,
Rami and Hottie look fully complete, top to bottom.
And his back is crazy.
And they're
glad they're doing this.
They're both prepped very well too. Their color is good. Hattie's color could be a little better, but they're very good.
Phil must be frustrated, eh? Being on the outside right now, not moved inside at all yet.
Hottie looks like a miniature Rami, stacked with muscle, great conditioning. They both have thicker waists.
Yeah,
but you can't deny how impressive they are. That's a good comment.
He's got more detail from the back than Rami.
I still have Rami winning the whole show. There's no way. I can't see him.
I agree.
I can't see anybody better than him at this point.
I reluctantly agree.
I can't wait till he wins, Paul.
Look at Hottie's back, man.
Yeah,
they should put him in the
great
next to Rami.
They should put him next to Rami.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Hottie might look better than Rami when they stand next to each other.
We haven't seen them next to each other yet.
Look at Brandon's trunks compared to Rami's trunks.
I know.
You can't even see him.
Yeah, but
that's what Yana keeps pointing out to me.
But you know what you can see is the bigger the ass, the less trunks you see.
Yeah, you just see a little V at the top now.
You see the rule book, you're not allowed to pull them off your crack.
No, but if they're small, they're not pulled up your crack. So that's explaining things to Yannicka.
His ass ate his trunks.
Oh, mate. Side leg on Rami.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, those cuts are so deep, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Phil is struggling.
Phil's probably fourth in that shot.
Phil looks like he's not even trying anymore.
I think he knows. He sees the writing on the wall. He sees the writing on the wall.
I'm not Team Phil anymore. He's struggling.
Yeah, me either. He's fading fast.
College Jim Gaines says, why don't you just shave your head now, Paul?
No. I'm going to enjoy my last couple of days with it.
You know what, man? This is crazy. I'm so happy for Rami. It's like, if he wins, I really feel like, we said this yesterday from the very beginning. It's the feel-good story of the show to me.
Yeah. So does it look like they had Brandon second here to you guys?
I want him to move. I think they need to move Brandon and Huddy.
I think so too. But
I agree with James.
But now they're going to pose down. I don't think they're going to do it. Oh, no, sorry. I thought they were going to pose down.
No, they're...
Hold up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Yes. That's the right call. That's the right call.
This is so great.
You know what I love about this? They're throwing reputations that aside. They're judging the physiques.
Yes.
Do you
Properly.
think? Okay, here we go.
Come on, Huddy, work now, mate.
Yeah,
Work.
you can pull
is
this
your
out.
time.
I still.
You can win your
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Nobody
one by
picked
one.
Hottie.
Wait a minute. Let's go one by one. So I think Rami's got the front double.
Shot
over
by
Hottie.
shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Front lat spread coming up now. I think.
Rami.
I'm going Huddy. I'm going Huddy.
Yeah, you like Hottie there? Yeah.
No.
Close.
See when he crunched that shit down, I'm going Rami.
Nah.
I'm going Rami, but that's close, man.
When he
Hottie
crunched
all day,
when he crunched his abs down, it was all day Rami.
This all side chest shit.
Come on, Huddy.
Side
Second
chest.
place.
Come on, there's no way Hottie could beat Rami in the side chest. There's no way. No
he
way.
compares though. Look at the detail in his obliques.
Look at the thickness in his chest and shoulders, legs.
Look at
There's
Hottie's detail though, the upper body.
Huddy's working now.
No,
I love it. I love it.
I'm not gonna shave my head. Fuck you, Fouad. Hottie's gonna win.
you're shaving your fucking head. Rami's killing.
Team
Rami-
Come on, Hottie. I'll team Hottie.
You're like anybody. I pick anybody.
Hottie's got this shot.
I think back double.
Open up. There he goes.
Hottie.
No, look,
Hottie.
it's all scrunched
Hottie.
together. Look at
Look
that
at his
shit.
hamstrings.
No,
Hottie.
still Rami. You can't beat him. He's just a giant.
Hottie's gonna overtake him. He went from fourth last night to first tonight.
Watch how wide his back is. Look at his
Yeah, but
front.
look at the back lat spread on Huddy.
Hottie, the detail.
Yeah, that's a good back. Okay,
That's- I think Hottie.
I'll give Hottie
Yes.
the back lat spread.
That's Hottie.
I give Hottie the back lat spread. Okay, now we're moving into a side try. This is Rami all day long.
Side try?
This is Rami all day long.
It should be.
So Rami's got both the side shots, the front lat spread, and the front double.
That's
Okay.
42.
Hottie.
Huddy, man, look at the abs.
Look at upper
Oh,
body.
Ah,
the
come
detail.
on.
Look at the
No.
detail, Fouad, of the abs.
Look at the
That's
size of
it.
his. You guys are stuck looking at his abs. Look at the size of his arms and shoulders and legs.
Now it's only got legs.
You're like, no, none of the other stuff matters, just the abs.
That's Hottie. That's Hottie.
You're like, forget about his massive legs, massive shoulders, massive chest.
Look
Just
at that detail.
look at his intercostals. That means he wins.
Most muscular.
You guys would be ridiculous. So like his waist is really cut.
Hottie's color's better too. You can see more
No, it's
detail.
know what
not.
they're doing?
No, it's not.
For once, they're throwing aside muscle belly fullness for detail and lines.
Yeah.
Hottie's
They put-
color is better. Paul, you will say absolutely anything right now to not have to shave your head.
I want my hair, man.
It could be Max Charles standing next to Rami, and you'd be like,
I like Max.
Max is better.
Look at the detail. Look at the detail on Max.
I was going to get out of the results, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I might go bed.
All right, we'll see you later then.
I'm
Good
checking
night.
out.
Good night.
Good night.
Erica.
Good night.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second.
All right.
That was really cool.
I just got a text that said people are chanting for Rami in the crowd.
But
Listen, man. I can agree with you that Hottie has some really good detail, but I just feel like there's too much to overcome. Rami is in his best condition ever, and he's bigger. He's just a lot bigger than everybody else.
yeah, to be fair, and this, if Huddy gets a second here as well,
Yeah.
that is a win because he got third last year, and the audience will go mad even for that.
But I just don't. I'm not playing any kind of political games.
No, but I mean, it's still a win. It's still a win.
I know, but I don't think. I just don't think he's second. There's only 2 shots he's losing in, and he's not really losing badly in them.
Wait, you don't think Huddy's second? Huddy's second.
Oh, Hottie's second. Yeah, I think Hottie's second. I have Hottie second. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
what I mean is,
yeah, it's a
Hottie is
huge, it's a
second, he'll
huge
be
win
very
for him. Yeah, it's a huge win for him. Yeah, but I just don't think he's got enough to overtake Rami. I just can't ignore, like, that side tricep is a perfect example. When you look, his obliques, intercostals, everything is striated, right? But that's one piece. When you take the shoulder, the arm, the chest, the leg. It's just too much to overcome. It's too much to overcome.
Oh, good, thank you.
Fantastic. I'm really happy they done that.
AIM says, I noticed you have 5,354 viewers. Have you ever had over 1,000? Is that what it said? What? Yeah, yesterday we had 4,000. So I don't know. I'm very happy about it. I think it's great that everybody wants to log on and have fun with us.
You're watching now, Fouad?
Watch the show. Huh?
How many are watching now?
5,400.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, man.
So Truth Seeker says Brandon Curry won. Yeet Feet says Rami. Club 306 says Hottie. Everybody's got a different favorite, man.
Howdy.
What award do they give it out now?
I don't know.
Lifetime achievement, I think.
Okay.
It's a nice award, though.
Yeah,
I know. Remember, I used to do the most muscular award.
Yes.
Me and Paul do that at our shows.
Yeah, we do it the
Cool.
freak
I like
award.
that.
Yeah.
It's
They give you one Flex Wheeler.
Flex Wheeler award.
Oh yeah.
Lifetime.
How crazy was Flex Wheeler, eh?
Oh,
Just
Oh,
like
yeah,
the most perfect specimen of bodybuilding ever.
yeah.
1993.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I hear some people say 98, and I'm like, no, man.
No, this one. This
Yeah.
the red trunks that year.
His first couple years were absolutely crazy.
There's some iconic pictures of him from this show.
I think it's because he had like that really great conditioning when he first started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
Especially
I think it faded a little bit as time passed.
Mm-hmm.
It's the size thing. It's because they were getting the size.
Yeah.
Same thing
He
happened to
didn't
LeBron.
even look bad then. When he did that, like at his age.
The classic, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't look bad at all.
And well, I think he had one kidney when he did that too.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You guys remember back in the day they used to do like Flex magazine workout shows and that on TSN?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he used to be on it when he was really young.
Kevin LeBron, him and Sean Ray.
Remember
Ray,
Kevin Levroni's striped like leotard or whatever the fuck
They
it's
all wore
called?
those. Yeah. They had JJ Marsh on before. He wore the same kind of leotard. I used to love that.
I remember seeing a Boyako one, and
Yes.
Arnold one.
Yeah, or Boyko, he had that split in his biceps. It was crazy, man.
1 second, I got a question here. Fouad, do you think Rami should be rewarded for showing in condition only once, or Hottie for being consistent and being always in shape? I think the way you look at the show is what you should be rewarded for.
Yeah.
And I think Rami looks better at this show with all things considered, even though Hottie might be in a little bit better condition in some areas. It's not a conditioning show, it's a bodybuilding show.
Yeah.
So you have to take everything into consideration. So I don't think Hottie's conditioning is so much better than Rami's that Rami deserves to lose a spot, because Rami's muscularity is so much greater than Hottie's. So like they both have strong points, right? So it's like who's got the least amount of weak points? Is that what we're talking about, Paul?
Yeah, like total package, like the sum of all the parts. If you could put like a number on things, you know what I mean, and then at the end of the day, who's got the most points, sort of, if that makes sense,
Sorry, OHJ says, are we sure they're going to reward pure mass? I don't think Rami is pure mass. I think people are forgetting that the guy weighs 285 pounds. He's got a small waist considering how big he is.
Yeah, he's got shape.
Like when people say symmetry, they automatically think Flex Wheeler, but Rami has very good symmetry.
Yeah.
Like his proportions, I mean, his quads are a little bigger than some of the other body parts, but he looks very good for a guy that big.
Do you think this is a serious question? Do you think someone like Flex? Yeah, I know bodybuilders that have got lots of trophies. They've won so many over the years because they've been obvious. Do you think when he gets given another bloody trophy like this, even though it's for a really great thing, he's like, "Fuck's sake, another bit of silver. Where to put it?
Where am I going to put this thing now?" Yeah,
another one for the garage.
I think you know what I think. I think he probably felt that way 10 years ago.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But I think now, because I know in my own instance, as you get older, you really start to appreciate things you're given a lot more.
Yeah.
So I bet you now, after all he's gone through, he's probably like, man, he's probably going to cry when he goes home and looks at this thing.
Yeah. I bet.
Fouad, can a lagging back really win the Olympia though? I don't think Rami has a lagging. I know, like, it's crazy with the way people think. Rami's back is not lagging. It's not as great as his legs.
Yeah.
But when he pulls up for that back lat spread, it's wider than everybody else's back. Exactly. He's just not as developed in the lower lat area.
That's like saying Dorian couldn't win the Olympia because he had lagging arms.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah,
it's about the whole package.
That's right. That's right.
I think because people are comparing him to his other body parts that are so insane. So that's why people think that about it.
Still a good bloody back.
It's good for sure. Yeah.
Haas, do you think Phil will release the documentary he's making with The Rock? Yeah. Do you think this will affect anything?
If he ends up in 5th or 4th or something like that, maybe.
Is Paul with hostile? Yes, by default, he doesn't get to go anywhere else.
Why? What's signing? I'm taking any offers. Someone got an offer?
Remember when nobody? I don't think anybody knows the story about me getting your Muscle Tech contract. That
You didn't
lasted.
get my physique.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't get you that
helped.
contract.
You helped, but my physique got me that contract.
No, that's not what happened. My wife worked at Muscle Tech, and I was his friend, and we got you a contract with Muscle Tech as like before. Remember those before and afters they used to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I remember those.
We got Paul a before and after contract, and he was supposed to get like $500 a month in supplements. That was his deal.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be like a 3-month contract, and they forgot for like 3 years.
Yeah.
It just kept. They just kept sending him product every month for like 3 fucking years. They would even listen. Even after the 3 months, they would still send him new sheets. They're like, "Hey, these are all our new products.
Yeah.
Check off what you want to order."
Yeah.
Paul would just check them off and send them back, and they would send him new shit every month.
Yeah, it went on for years. I started getting scared that they're going to want their money back at some point when they realize this mistake. But I never should have stopped sending those sheets, and I'd probably still be getting it today.
That was the best sponsorship you ever had.
It was great. Yeah, $500 at wholesale prices too. You got a lot of shit with that.
Yeah.
Back in that, and that's going back 15 years ago.
What if they come after you like for like a retroactive? They're like, you motherfucker, you stole.
I don't know about
2 years.
Well, you get like a letter through the post, and it's like it says you owe us this much money.
Like, well, Fouad told me it was a 3-year deal.
They're like, we heard you admit it on Fouad's podcast. You're fucked now.
we just talk shit on there. None of that's true.
Yeah, fabricated lies.
Yeah.
Chad says, could a special invite knock Rami down a spot? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He got a special invite to this, and that's how he got it.
Because
I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't think so.
I don't think it tarnishes anything. Or
where do you think Ian will place Fouad? I think he's 7th personally.
Yeah. I say 7th
behind Akeem.
Let's see. Any other good questions here? What's going on now? Oh, those people probably aren't watching. Oh, Men's Physique is out.
Time to take a break.
Yeah. I didn't say it. Listen, because of shit that's said on this podcast, I've been accused of hating Men's Physique. For the record, since 5,000 people are watching this, I do not hate Men's Physique. I wouldn't participate in it myself, but I don't care who does. I mean,
why would you participate?
My thing's this. I look at Ryan, Ryan Terry. Yeah. He's got a great physique all over. Even his legs are fantastic.
Yeah,
and I like that. What I don't like is when someone doesn't train their legs.
Yes.
Well, Paul just asked me why I wouldn't do Men's Physique. Number one, I like posing instead of doing one pose.
I agree.
And number two, I love training legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if I'm gonna destroy my legs every week, I want to show them off.
You'd be pulling your short legs up, while you're on stage with one of these guys.
If I did Men's Physique, I'd pull my pants up. I'd be like, no, look, I got legs.
You try and show your glutes and hams, pulling them up from the back.
But I mean, look, this is what I think. I'm like, these guys have really, really good physiques.
For sure.
And I'm like, why wouldn't you just do classic? Like, and then just would show your whole physique.
I could see, like, if you're going for that.
I'm assuming these guys train legs. Like, they don't go to the gym and just train.
No. But
I don't think all of them do.
They don't all. That's
no, I don't think so. Because they're working at their waist.
Yeah, Ryan loves he's got great legs.
Yashi says, met Fouad, get a Men's Physique competitor on the podcast. I think I've had one on the podcast, no?
No, I doubt it. You don't know any.
Like, Ryan trains his legs very hard, and he has great legs. That's what I'm saying.
I think a lot be afraid of like squats and leg presses where they're going to get thicker in the obliques from the heavy pressing.
Maybe,
It might shy away from those exercises, maybe.
Have I had a Men's Physique guy on the podcast?
No, I don't think you have. I don't think you know any of them.
I don't know any of them. That's part of the reason, like, maybe why I haven't contacted anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really know what to ask them.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You know whose physique I really like? Number 25. Is that Jeremy Potvin?
Yeah.
Tiny little waist. I've actually asked him to be on the podcast, and we never lined it up properly.
He looks pretty thick.
Yeah, he's got a tiny waist.
Yeah, he's got a tiny, tiny little waist. But look how big some of these guys are. Like, look, a guy second from the left. It's thick.
Yeah, they're getting bigger all the time.
And the guy next
crazy hair.
The guy next to Jeremy Hendrick. The guy next to Jeremy Potvin isn't that Brandon Hendricks?
I think so.
He's got looks really short in this lineup.
Yeah, and the taller guy is the former Mr. Olympia, like last year's Mr. Olympia.
Oh, that's the guy who won last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Did Andre Ferguson win last time, or was that the Arnolds? Maybe
Arnold.
Okay.
Andre Ferguson wins everything.
Yeah, he's got that tiny waist, that guy.
Yeah. Please get Jeremy on the podcast. Yeah, I could have Jeremy on. I've always admired his physique. I don't even know where his organs are. His waist is like this. It's like it's nothing. I'm like, yeah, like where's his liver and kidney and all that shit.
There's no room for any of that stuff.
It's like seriously, how do you like? I couldn't survive like that. Like, bring Brandon Hendricks on. You know, I wonder though. I probably I did have a men's physique guy on. What's his name? Fuck, the black guy from Canada. What's his name? I feel so stupid right now. I can't remember. I'm gonna remember. And I did have a men's physique guy on.
Oh, you did, AJ.
What's his last name?
Eglinton or something like that.
Ellison. AJ
Ellison. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's got a nice physique. That guy. He's got a
Very good. Very good.
You know why? I had him on. It wasn't to talk about men's physique. He was vegan for a little while.
That's right. Yeah.
And I wanted to talk to him about his bodybuilding career. Well, I mean, he's men's physique, but like the way he would lift at the gym while being a vegan and what kinds of differences he could feel and see and all that. So it's not that I don't want to have a men's physique on. I just feel like I don't know what to talk about with them as much because I feel like it's different.
Yeah.
But even though it's not, like they train just as hard as we do and they diet the way we do.
Wasn't AJ a former athlete of some sort too?
AJ was a fighter before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before he actually ran track and field. And then he was like a MMA fighter.
Really?
Yeah, I think he traveled too to do it too. I think if I can remember properly, I think he said he did some stuff in Asia. And then from there he got into lifting and competing and all that shit.
He has an incredible physique. I've met him a couple of times at our gym. He comes sometimes.
I don't remember for sure, but he's a little older, right? I think he was.
Yeah, he's in his 40s.
He's got a beautiful physique, man, for a guy like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said to me that his the reason he couldn't do as well as he wanted to is he couldn't get the leg size he needed because he had some knee injuries.
Okay.
So that probably, that's another reason why some of these guys might do men's physique. They probably can't, if you got a knee injury and you can't blast squats and get big legs and.
Well, and if you're like really like, if you're a good looking guy and stuff too, this might be more suited for you.
Well, a gentleman here turned professional men's physique. He was a super heavyweight bodybuilder originally, had kidney issues, had to have a kidney removed, downsized, and now he's a men's physique pro. He actually won his pro card as a men's physique, and he looks really good.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Guy called Tyler Smith.
Okay.
So obviously he had health issues. It was apparently hereditary, but obviously being a super heavyweight bodybuilder didn't help. And then after the operation to, I think, a transplant, he downsized and became men's physique and won a pro card and looks really good.
He went from super heavyweight. Sorry to cut you off. He went from super heavyweight bodybuilder to men's physique.
Yeah, he went down to men's physique. He's a tall men's physique now.
Andre Ferguson doesn't look as good as I remember him looking in the past. Is that me or is it accurate?
Yeah, I didn't think his waist looked as small as it normally does. It's usually ridiculous small.
I feel like he's normally sharper than that too.
Yeah.
Might have had a few mince pies. That time of year.
James, Tom Hart wants to know what's your opinion on Ryan Terry?
I think Ryan's great. I think he looks awesome. I don't think he really likes to have a proper off season because I feel like he could have put more muscle on in between shows, but I think he's got other things going on in his life, getting away with businesses and stuff, which is fair enough. Like we said with Juan this year, he had a very busy year with business. I feel like when Ryan's not getting ready for a show, I'm assuming he has his fingers in other pies and is very focused on those things because he hasn't, in my opinion, I haven't seen him have an off season that's brought much change. That's my opinion.
Yeah, he's got this is Brandon Hendrickson's up to now.
Is this the defending champ?
He's won before, but not this time.
He looks good.
Listen, while they're up here, I just want to say something. I really want to thank anybody and everybody who supports the Hostile brand. We had a record day today. I think we sold out of like half of our clothing. If you haven't checked out our clothing, we probably still have some left. It's at hostile.com with 2 S's, HOSSTILE.com. Check it out. It's probably whatever's left is going to go fast. So if you want to check out our new hoodies, we got some new fleece pants, fleece joggers, and fleece shorts. So I just want to throw that in there real quick. It wasn't really an ad. It was more just to say thank you to everybody because you made today such a good day for us. So thank you very much. Okay. Is Akeem a future Mr. Olympia? AB wants to know.
You can't write anyone off. You never know.
Yeah.
What's that, James?
You can't write anyone off.
Well, we're not, I'm not asking you to be Nostradamus. I'm just saying like.
No. I mean, I would hate to say no. I'd hate to say no because he's got the goods. And if the year doesn't, if there's no one else out there good enough to beat him, then he becomes Mr. Olympia.
If I said no, it would only be because of his back.
I agree.
Because otherwise he has all the tools.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So let's imagine Hardy let's imagine everyone placing above him at the show wasn't there, and that's the quality of bodybuilding currently. Then he would win a Mr. Olympia. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know whether to say no or not. Because currently I'd say no. Yeah. Because there are people out there who can take him down. Mm-hmm. But it could change.
Braden B says, is Ian first tier now?
First tier is only top 6.
Top 6 in my books. Top 6 in my books.
He is top tier.
Well, you could make exceptions because I think Ian compares well with Akeem. So I could say in my rankings I would put Ian as a top tier bodybuilder now. He's really like, I don't know, man. He's really come into his own. I'm actually really proud of him.
My opinion, top 10 is top tier.
No, that's not true.
No, you don't think so? Top 10 in the world?
Look, this is why I'll explain it that way. The entire time we were making predictions up to this Olympia, people were talking about 2 groups that could flip flop: the top 6, and then everybody, and then the top 7 to 12, and then everybody else
for the Olympia.
So that's the way. That's why I've always done it that way, because even when we're making predictions, whether it was Evan or Jay or whoever I had on the show, or John Meadows, everybody always said, yeah, there's kind of 2 groups that could flip flop: the top 6, so so that's what I say. That's why I say.
Okay, if that's what you're basing it on, then I agree. Yeah, so you're elites, sort of. You might want to say
that's what Ian calls them. Ian says that there's top tier, which is anybody at the Olympia, and then there's elite, which is the top 6.
Yeah,
but it's the same thing. We're saying the same thing. He just uses different wording.
Yeah,
I use top 1, top 2, top 3. Or tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. He uses elite and then tier 1.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing either way. Just uses a different wording.
This guy's pretty thick, eh?
This is Jeremy Poppet.
This is the guy you're talking about. You want to have on your show?
This is Jeremy Poppet. Well, I asked him to be on the show, and he said yes, and then we just didn't line up the date properly.
Okay, and he's got some serious muscle.
It's just, I think he's really impressive. His chest is not completely squared off, but he's got good condition, and his waist is so small that it makes his lats and chest look great.
Yeah.
So,
is Ryan.
What did you think of C-Bum's back improvement? I thought Chris Bumstead made more than just a back improvement. His entire body was much thicker than last year, which is shocking to me that the weight didn't change so much, but his body looks totally different. Mm-hmm. Up here we got Ryan Terry, probably the guy with the best abs in the game.
Yeah.
Like they're so detailed, like the whole way through, front to back, side to side, like it's all really crisp. Mm-hmm. It's like this guy trains abs like an hour a day. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
Looks like he squeezes abs.
Look at that right there. It's crazy.
Yeah, he couldn't draw better.
No.
What do we got here? Any other question? Fouad, James reminds me of Luke and talks like Luke too. That's from
the same place.
That's a compliment for you, James.
It is. It's because we're just from the same place.
Are you from the same place?
Well, essentially England.
Yeah. Well, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I meant like in the same area in England.
No. He was a seaside boy, Bournemouth. I'm more London.
Okay.
So.
Evo 9 says it again. I heard you, brother. We talked about it. We're good. Why doesn't Antoine place well? I think we've been over that. He just needs more time to fill out the frame a bit.
And more density to come from the upper body.
James, would you play with anyone on Warzone?
Yeah, anybody. Whoever wants to play, just add me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm not sure if this was asked before. One sec. I'm trying to find that question out. It went away. I'm not sure if this was asked, but with Rolly looking condition leading up to the Olympia, would that be enough to push Phil out of the top 4? I think so.
If Rolly was there?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, maybe. He put up a shot today. Eh? He looked pretty crazy in it.
If Hottie pushes Phil out and Rolly was here and he was at his absolute best, Phil could be as low as 5th.
Yeah, he could be.
I agree.
Rolly, when Rolly is on like 100%, he's very, very impressive.
For sure.
Like
he looked great.
And now, especially that he's figured out how to bring in his obliques, he looks even better. So,
so he's probably the only guy that has as much muscle as Ramy.
Some of his shots some of the areas are just sick. I feel like Ramy has much bigger legs, obviously, but
quads,
arms, shoulders, all that. He's very comparable. Let's see here. What football team does James support?
Soccer.
When I was younger, Manchester United.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I think we got Classic coming up next. Oh no, it's still men's physique.
Okay. Is it? No, it's still men's physique comparisons.
Yeah, the comparisons now. Yeah.
Thoughts on smoking before you train? Go ahead, tell them, Paul.
Do it. It's great.
Do it. It's great.
I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to function.
That's why Paul trains better when he's fucking high.
I do. To be honest, I train better that way when I'm training alone.
Yeah.
I put my earphones on, I can focus. It depends what the body part is.
Hey, you know what? That's a good question. This guy says, Fouad, where do you think Seth Feroce would place in the 212? I think fucking Seth would have won that show.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, he had an incredible pair of legs, didn't he, Seth?
Yeah.
Seth had, the last time he was really good, in really good shape, he brought up his back too.
Yeah.
I think Seth, if he could get down to the weight, I think Seth could have won that show.
I don't remember his physique as well right now. It's been so long.
Man, he's got an incredible
very, very
physique.
good.
I remember looking when he guest posed at our show, but
the thing about Seth that was a knock for a while, he's got a wide waist. But then when he started learning how to do the vacuum, it didn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Because he would pull up for a front double and do a vacuum, and you're like, holy fuck, this guy's got monster legs, great arms, and he pulls a vacuum.
I remember for a while there, he'd won every show that he did, starting with amateurs to pros.
I think. First two pro shows.
Ryan Gilmore says Seth would not have won Fouad on the crack pipe. All right, well, that's your opinion, brother.
Yeah,
Fouad's on the crack pipe.
I got a different opinion than you, obviously.
You would have done very well.
You must be wrong then, Fouad.
I must be wrong.
Yeah.
No, I could be wrong. I just think Seth has got an amazing physique. I think whoever is saying that doesn't remember what Seth used to look like. Because Seth used to get super shredded. He's got great legs. He's brought up his back. He's got great arms. I don't think there's anything stopping him from winning that class.
Remember for a while there?
Remember for a while they were like, who could win, Flex or Seth?
There was a talk, bring Seth back to try and take a run at Flex, but it never came to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how good Seth was, that they were like comparing him to Flex Lewis.
And Flex Lewis is probably the best 212 ever.
I would say that's
yeah. Kevin English was pretty good in his prime, but I think
Flex Lewis is so much cleaner looking.
Yeah, Kevin was, I think, when that category was new. Yeah, it became more competitive.
When it was 202.
Yeah, it was 202. That's right too.
Yeah, I think Flex Lewis has to be the best 212 ever. I think Hottie would be a close second because he was 212 in the beginning.
Just for a couple shows, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying he counts. Like he did compete in the 212.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anybody better than Hottie in the 212 other than Flex.
Yeah.
I can't
think of anyone either.
I think if Seth competed, I honestly think he'd be right up there.
Yeah.
He'd be right up there. He had a very good physique and he dieted real hard. He didn't ever come in out of shape. People don't remember Seth was a phenom. Like he won his pro card in like 2 shows and then he won his first 2 pro shows.
Yeah. Him and Cedric turned pro at the same nationals.
Yeah. Like he just barreled through everything.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Oh, he did. Yep.
Angus McLeod says, where do you think Nick Walker would place? That's a good one. Yeah. Nick was 4th in Chicago behind Max Charles. Would he be out of the top 10?
Who do we have 10th right now? Lucas?
No.
Justin Rodriguez.
Justin's 10th.
It's where we can meet Justin.
Yeah, Justin beat him by 2 placings in Chicago. Because Justin was 2nd and Nick was 4th. So if we're doing bodybuilding math, then he would be out of the top 10. But I mean, who knows, right? Because people can look different at each show.
Yep.
All right. Look, it's Eric and Aaron.
Yep. Redcon presenting the award. Fouad, wouldn't it have been great to see Seth and Evan on stage this year next to Rami? Yes, it would have. I've always, I think there's certain people that I love to watch get in shape and compete. Everybody always asks Seth to come back. As somebody I consider a friend, I'm even excited to see him come back, but he's got too many things going on, and I think he cares about his health too much. And
he's got a young family now.
Yeah, I think he's got more things to worry about than just getting on stage again.
Mm-hmm.
Evan, on the other hand, Evan said Flex is going to come back next year, and Evan also said he's going to come back next year too. So
really?
So that'll be exciting if Evan steps on stage again.
I'd love to compete with Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fun. He's very complimentary. Like I remember when I competed against him in the Flex Pro, that he won that show. First thing he did when I saw him, he like, man, you look really good. Like he's not an asshole. Like he's always very complimentary and respectful.
He seems very genuine too.
Yeah. What do you guys? This guy wants to ask if people are asking how we think Flex would have placed had he been here.
It's interesting.
And I almost feel like, well, if Hottie pushes out Phil, then so could Flex.
Yeah.
Because Flex already beat Hottie. I mean, it was a 212, but I think my personal opinion is Flex would be even better as an open bodybuilder.
Because no limit, eh?
I don't know if Flex could take Hottie down.
You don't think Flex could take Hottie down? I do.
Know.
I do.
Don't know.
I don't think.
I'm not going to say can't, but I don't know.
I just don't think people realize how big Flex could get with no limiter on him.
Yeah.
Like Flex would be like Bonac with better structure.
Yeah. That'd be a good comparison. But
if the weight they put on goes to the right places, then yeah.
But this is what I mean. Like if you look at Bonac and you see the thickness, imagine Bonac had Flex Lewis's waist.
Mm-hmm.
Bonac would be killing everybody.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm hoping, but that's what I mean. I'm hoping that Flex's waist would stay that way if he was to get the same size as Bonac.
Goku says.
You know what I mean?
Goku says, "What a statement! He cares about his health too much." LOL. I wasn't saying it in a negative way. I was saying it in a positive way.
Yeah, it's hard on the body.
Seth Feroci cares about his health, so I wasn't saying it. Okay, I don't know why people take things that way. I wasn't saying it in a negative way. He cares about his health, so he's decided to bow out because he has a family. I was saying it in a positive light, like he's made a good decision.
Yeah, I think what this person's probably trying to say he clearly doesn't care about his health as a bodybuilder, but he does.
No, I think he's saying that's what we were implying, and I wasn't implying that. I was implying that it was a good decision on his part because there's a family that he cares about.
Yeah.
Fouad, do you think Quint can make the Olympia next year? I think Quint has yeah, man, he's got like Ronnie Coleman potential if he can put on enough muscle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think the sky's the limit for Quint.
Because Quentin's only been using, he turned pro as a natural.
Yeah, he's only been on gear for a couple of years.
Yeah, and that was only a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I mean, even without gear, I just think.
Yeah, he's got great genetics.
Yeah.
And he's young. What is he, like 23, 24? He's a really young guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So Brandon Hendricks won the men's physique again.
You got really good.
Is this his second or third win?
I think second. Or did he win the Arnold's maybe? I'm not sure.
Let's see what other questions we got here. Is Fouad trying to have some mini Fouads running around? Always trying. Trying is fun. Where do you think James Hollingshead would have placed last year? We answered this a couple times. We think James would have been 6-7 spot as he stands right now, but by next year, who knows? Because he's going to be a lot better. Was Dennis James a good coach? Yes, Dennis was an awesome coach. Fouad, have you had Ronnie on the podcast yet? No. Okay. Let me see. Anyone think it's, what did I say? Anyone think it's funny? Anyone think it's funny that Andre Ferguson does all the talk and just got smoked? I didn't know Andre Ferguson talked a lot. Does he chirp people a lot?
I think he does.
Does he? Yeah. I don't follow Vince Physique too much.
If Rami wins, we all get a free tub of hostility. No, no. Hello, Fouad. What about 100% Cedric in this lineup? Yeah, that's a good call.
Ooh,
where would Cedric be? He's always freaking people out, upsetting the apple cart. He just kind of he's got one of those physiques is different than everybody else's.
Yeah. It's hard to compare anyone else in this lineup to him.
It'd be where Akeem is.
6th.
So you think he would be behind Bonac
At 100%?
Yeah, I still think he would.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. I think it's a good spot for him.
Yeah. Top 6 at the Olympia, though, man. That's
What's the best Cedric's done? What's the best he's had? His best placing in the past at the show?
Well, winning at this show, I don't know. Winning the Arnold's probably, I would say, his highlight because he loves Arnold and he loves that show. So I think that's probably his all-time.
Yeah. No, I meant
favorite
Olympia.
show.
But...
I don't know what his best placing at the Olympia is. I want to say 8th, but I don't know for sure.
This gentleman's the Olympia champion, isn't he?
This gentleman, I've seen him at so many shows. He's at the Arnold's.
He wins them all. Yeah, he wins them all.
Yeah, by a long shot too. Usually,
I mean, he's got a great physique.
I think he's just guest posing in a minute. I don't think this is him.
Yeah.
I don't think they're competing today.
Yeah, I think they did this yesterday.
That's got to be a lot of
how do you build your back when you're in a wheelchair? Right?
I was just going to say, it's got to be a lot of passion to go in the gym and train while in a wheelchair.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Nobody has an excuse, eh? This guy can do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
What really inspires me is when someone did used to be able to walk and they still just like, it's like,
that'd be hard to overcome mentally.
Absolutely.
There's a gentleman at the gym we used to train at that was in a wheelchair, and I want to say it's sad and inspiring at the same time. Watching him. So like he'll get out of his chair and lay down on a bench and bench press. And for a second you're sad, and then for a second you're inspired because you're like, he just doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
He's just doing it. He's just doing his fucking thing. No matter how he has to do it, he's going to get it done.
And he loves to lift. He loves to lift too.
He loves to lift. Yeah.
He's smart too. He knows his nutrition. He's a smart guy.
Yeah. Fouad, do you think Chris will be the most dominant bodybuilding competitor this weekend? I think he's talking about Chris Bumstead. So
the most dominant winner.
I think Rami's pretty dominant tonight, man. But I think he's right. I think the gentleman's right because Chris is kind of like a walk on, and you're like, holy shit, that guy wins.
Yeah.
You kind of just like, wow. You know,
has anyone said that he shouldn't win yet? Have you heard anybody say online or anything that Breon should win?
I haven't seen anything like that. No,
I've only seen Chris so far.
Fouad, if Kai, Rolly, and Flex weren't here, Phil wouldn't make the top 6. Or we're here. I think he means we're here.
Yeah,
Kai, Rolly, and who else?
Kai, Rolly, Roden, and Cedric were here. Kai,
if they're all their best. Yeah, maybe right.
Yeah, if they're all their best, yeah.
But if Phil was at his best, might be a different story too.
Well, I mean, we've already seen that. Phil at his best beats everybody.
Yeah. Except
for like Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
And Jay 2001. And that's debatable. Me and Ian have had that debate. Ian thinks that Phil is the second best bodybuilder ever.
Really? Next to Ronnie?
Yeah. That's actually a more common thought than I had originally thought.
Yeah.
A lot of people think like, the 2014, 2013 Phil Heath is probably the second best bodybuilder to compete after Ronnie.
Man, I think the 2011 Phil Heath.
Or 2011. I mean, the earlier years is all I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I personally think it's Ronnie first,
Dorian.
then Dorian or 2001 Jay.
Yeah.
Then Phil.
I agree.
93 or 95 Dorian.
95. I think it would have to be 95 Dorian.
So if there was a bodybuilding Mount Rushmore, who would be on it?
We did this question on the podcast once, didn't we? Were you on that?
Dorian, definitely.
I wasn't.
I think if there's a bodybuilding Mount Rushmore, it goes Arnold, Dorian, Ronnie, probably Jay.
Huh.
I do.
Jay could be flip-flop with Lee Haney.
But you have to put Lee Haney. He's got the title.
You don't have to put Lee Haney because Lee Haney.
No, you don't have to. But
this is why I picked who I picked. All the guys I picked, I feel like did something for bodybuilding that changed it.
Mm.
So I feel like Arnold made bodybuilding popular. I feel like Dorian changed the physiques as a whole. And then who else? Ronnie changed the game completely with physiques. Then Jay added like this business element to it that nobody really knew existed.
But Haney kind of brought it back to the big guys again too, because for a little while there, it wasn't the big guys winning. It was Samir Banu, Chris Dickerson.
Yeah, but they were just one-time winners. It wasn't
Frank
like
Zane.
those.
Okay, guys. Classic physique.
Yeah, let's cover classic. So we have let me see, Logan Franklin first on the left, Deontay Wilder.
The guy that's number 17, his legs are too big for him.
I saw some pictures of him online.
That's Dorian's athlete. I forget his name. Ricky. I think it's Ricky.
Yeah, his legs are too big for this class.
Yeah, they're massive.
Yeah.
And then you have Divine. Divine has just got moved into the middle. He's number 23.
Okay.
Divine's got a really good shape. I feel like he didn't get moved around enough this morning during the prejudge.
This must be like a second group, though.
This is a second group, yeah.
Okay.
So from the back, I feel like Divine's winning this lineup.
You guys are right though. That I'm not sure the guy's name, but the guy with the big legs.
I think it's Ricky.
That's not a classic look when you're disproportionate like that.
He should be like a 212 competitor.
Yes. Bring his back up.
Or he needs to start running and shrink those quads a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Divine winning this lineup here.
So far, I agree.
He's a normal bodybuilder, that guy.
Yeah.
Ricky?
Yeah. Who needs more maturity in the upper body?
Yeah. What do you think would be easier for somebody like that? Run off your quads or build your whole upper body?
Build your upper
body.
Run
off your quads.
I think you could run off your quads before you could build your entire upper body.
Oh, you said what's easier, or what would you rather do?
Somebody's asking what the weight limit is for classic. Does anybody know? I don't know the weight limit for this.
Depends on your height.
I know, but I don't know. I know Chris said, I think he said if he was 6 foot, it was 230.
Really? That much, eh?
And if he was 6'1", it was 240. I think it said something like that, but I'm not positive. So probably best to look it up on the IFBB website.
It's roughly 10 pounds heavier than it is for amateurs.
Those legs were too much.
Yep. Agree.
Let's have a look at bumps. Oh, they're not even proper. Oh, they have. Yeah, here it is.
Okay, so now I got the first call out.
There's Chris.
Because they went reverse at night. So now we have the top guys here. We have Chris Bumstead first in the lineup. Then you have Alex. Then you have Breon. Or no, that's not Alex. Who's the second guy?
It's Alex.
No, it's not. It's first is Terrence, then Chris. That's what's it? Danny Union.
Wait. What are you looking at? The guy that's second in from the left is Alex.
No. Right to left, I'm calling him out.
Oh, shit.
Terrence. Then you have Chris, who just got moved. So Danny now is second from the right. And you have Breon. You have Chris in the middle. Then you have Alex.
Yeah.
And then who's on the far left there?
Terrence.
That's Lord Jones is on the far left. So now they moved him around now. So now Chris Bumstead and Breon are in the middle. Terrence Ruffin and Alex are on the outer edges of those two. So it looks like this is the top four they're going with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Terrence looks amazing. And we'll go back to complexion again. I feel like because he's so dark, it hides some of his detail.
Yeah, which is too bad, when that happens.
Yeah. I feel like Chris is winning this pretty easily. I don't want to say easily, but I feel like it's definitely his show to lose at this point.
Yeah.
I think Terrence, honestly, maybe I'm biased.
Edge's thingy.
Maybe I'm biased because I like I like him as a person, but I love his physique.
He's got crazy lines, eh? Classic.
He's more like Chris. He's more like Chris than Breon is.
Yeah. I feel like Terrence should be second, even though Breon has more size.
Yeah, so far I agree. See, as opposed go though.
So Breon's very compact.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which isn't really a classic look.
No.
Like Alex Cabrera beat Terrence at the Arnold, which I couldn't see that. I'm like, I just think Terrence is better.
Do you know what that was?
It
was purely conditioned that day.
Yeah. Was that what it was?
I was there. It was just Alex was exceptionally dry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I think Terrence has his conditioning down at this show.
Look at Chris and Breon.
That Breon was doing that to him at prejudging. He was just like on him.
Really?
Like he wasn't really giving him any space to pose.
Trying to get his head a little bit.
I don't know if he's trying to get in his head or he's like, trying to show the judges that he wants it.
They've moved him out.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, but I don't know if they moved him out because he's fucking with them or they moved him out because he's, you know what I mean?
I think they moved him out because they want to compare Terrence.
I hope so. I hope so. I have Terrence second in this lineup if I'm judging.
I hope so, but I could see Steve doing that. Yeah, you want to fuck around? Move a spot.
Look at that. I just think Terrence has got an incredible physique.
Yeah, his hands.
I really hope Terrence kills it. And you know what? Terrence has got some of the best routines in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Yes.
His posing is incredible.
He looks better than Brian.
Kayla Parker says, why does that guy always tilt his head weird? I think he's got an
injury.
Yeah, it's an injury. I don't know if it was from a car accident or what, but
it was a bike accident. And yeah. If he has his head straight, he can't see.
Yeah, so his head's always his head is always tilted a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his vision goes blurry if he has his head straight.
I really think Terrence is second place right now.
I agree with you. As the poses have progressed, I think he's pulled.
Look at the sweep. Look at the sweep in his quads compared to Brian.
Yeah.
And then he's got this tiny little waist. His shoulders are really nicely capped.
The only shot I really liked on Brian a lot was his back double bicep.
Brian to me looks more bodybuild. Look at Terrence and Chris. They look both
look identical.
They have exactly the same physique, except Chris is taller.
Yeah.
But the same structure. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think Alex and Brian have the same structure, which is more bodybuilding-ish.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
Terrence is really, really impressing me.
Losing some.
Watch their physique side by side when they pose. I'm serious, like it's crazy. Chris and Terrence have very, very similar structure.
Mm-hmm. I like that shot for Brian though, the back double bicep shot.
I think the Terrence's tie-in his glute ham is crazy.
It is.
Oh yeah.
From the front, Terrence beats Brian from the front. I think
so.
I feel like Brian's a little bit stuck in no man's land because I feel like if he goes up to 212, he can't beat guys like Keon and George Peterson.
Yeah.
And I feel like now in classic, I mean, look at like Chris Bumstead. I don't think he can beat him. And now Terrence is even like kind of making a run.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Terrence is beating him.
Like that pose is better on Terrence than it is on Brian.
Yeah, look at the sweep on Terrence's quads.
Oh, this is their favorite classic pose they're doing. Why is Terrence just doing a side tricep? He's very good at posing. Why would he pull one of his crazy shots that he does?
Yeah, he didn't do it. I got a classic twist to that pose either.
He does this twisting front double bicep that's just crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it makes his waist look like a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
It's so nuts. So okay, who do you got winning? You got Brian winning, or sorry, Chris winning, obviously.
Chris
and then
and then I'd have Terrence in second. To be fair,
me too.
And so do you guys think that they moved Brian because they were fighting, or do you think they moved Brian because they really think Terrence is second?
I think Terrence is second.
I think so too, because he would have gave more than he would have gave him a couple of warnings before he moved him for that. I think.
I have Terrence. I mean, like I said, I'm probably biased, but I have Terrence in second as well, man.
The only thing is, like you said before, Terrence, because of his dark complexion, it was hard to see some of the detail. But I'm sure you could see it if you were actually there, just on the video.
Yeah. Well, we kind of witnessed that yesterday, right? Like we saw certain things in the live feed that we didn't see. Like we noticed it was different when we saw pictures today.
Yeah.
Like some of the pictures look different than what we saw here, right?
Like I thought Brandon, that was a case for him a lot.
Some other people in the chat have Terrence ahead of Brian as well. I think Terrence looked great, man. You know what can happen to a better guy too? He's the nicest guy. It's funny, him and Chris kind of have the same attitude as well. They're both very nice, humble people, you know.
And family, very, very family guys.
We got more Terrence fans also. Not that I'm trying to sway anybody's opinion. I'm just curious what everybody thinks. Chris Bumstead is the clear winner. Savage. I wanted one of those shirts. I wanted one of those shirts so bad.
Nobody's wearing a mask in the audience, eh?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. I didn't even notice that.
It's Florida. They're like, fuck it.
Are those two blonde girls sitting next to Shaq? Are they groupies, you think? Or they just got placed there?
They're going to get Shaq later.
They're going to get Shaq later?
Yeah.
They're going to get Shaq later. Jesus Christ. I can't believe you just said that.
Okay.
All right.
Routine.
Routines. I can't really see Terrence's routine. Let's see what Breon's got. I guess Breon was really, really practicing his posing, but not like in
isn't he?
Yeah, but not in an endurance sense. More in like they're trying to practice posing bigger and showing a more being more imposing, I guess.
Yeah, draw more attention to himself on stage.
He's got a nice physique, man. I don't want to take anything away from Breon. He's very, very well put together. I feel like Classic has a very distinct look. And it's hard to put my finger on exactly what it is, but I feel like Chris and Terrence have it.
Yeah. Do you think Breon could ever go to men's physique if he sized down a little bit?
I think he could do well at 212. I mean, it just depends how big he can get it. I mean, there's the thing. He has the physique to do well at 212. The problem is he's 41 years old.
Oh, is he?
I think so. Somebody said it in the chat.
He's in his 40s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got shape. He's got beautiful shape, obviously, still. That would carry him pretty far. But
his lats don't know very low.
Yeah, he's got a great back. I just don't know how great he would, he might look small in a 212 lineup.
Well, but that's like obviously looking like that he would, but I think he has the structure to be able to be a bodybuilder.
As long as you keep that weight stay.
But what I'm saying is at 41, I think it's a little late to be putting on 20 pounds of muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of a tough spot he's in. It's like you're 41. Can you put on 20 pounds of muscle, first of all? And how is it going to look at 41? It's going to take you a year and a half to do it, 2 years to do it, if you can do it.
Yeah.
So by the time you're 43, how is that muscle going to look? Is it going to look this clean, or is it going to look kind of shitty because you're 43 and you've taken all this gear to get massive?
I feel like he's missed the mark to be the open bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a little too late now, like to go that route.
Yeah, because I think it would take time to build the muscle properly without blowing out his waist, and he doesn't have the time.
I just think at 41, you're behind the 8 ball if you're trying to put on 20 pounds of muscle.
Yeah,
like you're really like Keon did it, but Keon's like 20 in his 20s.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So he's got a lot of time to take time and put on the mass he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Whitmer says Breon said he's 41 on your podcast. Fouad, LOL. Guess what? I don't remember anything I talk about on my podcast most of the time. It's like I don't write anything down, so it's a conversation I've had with somebody, so I don't necessarily remember every single thing that we talked about. Alex Cambronero.
Yeah, Cambronero.
He's got a best body part, I think. Chest, small waist, conditions good. Those are all strong points.
Good structure.
Client of Neil Hills.
Where is his weak point? Where is his weak point? What are we looking at for weak point?
He doesn't really have weak points, I felt.
Hamstrings?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I don't see his back much yet.
Mo says, who won the Open? They haven't announced it yet. What else do we have? Second or third Olympia is great. No need to change classes for Breon. Well, Kerry O'Brien, second or third is great, but not if you were Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, twice.
Like if you were Mr. Olympia, then you want to try and remain Mr. Olympia. And if you can't get back to it, then you might want to do something. I mean, actually, I think the only reason I'm saying that is he mentioned on my podcast, which I did remember. See, he mentioned going up to the 212. So,
oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
This guy's got a good back, a small waist.
Ultimately, with bodybuilding, it's about progression, and progression is size.
Yeah. Yeah. What else we got here? Yeah, where's Steve Lorius? Did anybody see Steve Lorius?
Oh, I forgot about him.
He didn't compete in the show. Yeah.
No.
I don't know if he qualified. Don't think he qualified.
He might not have. I don't remember him doing a show this year.
Yeah, that's a crazy physique, man. Yeah. I wonder why he's not here.
Yeah.
He got third. I think at the Arnold behind Terrence.
And he never competed again?
No. I think he was just a little bit soft.
Okay. Somebody's asking for my prediction of the Open winner. I said Rami, actually, from yesterday, from the very beginning. I noticed a lot of Rami bandwagon jumpers today.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden has a lot of fans. This is the guy I want to see, because me and Terrence were talking about it on the podcast, and Terrence forgot to mention him. And I said Lord Jones is going to be the dark horse, and I think he's in the top 5.
Yeah, he was in the last call up there.
Yeah, he's got a really impressive. He's got a really impressive physique to me.
Tiny waist.
Yeah.
He needs a little bit better back to be a contender, like for the very, very top. But the rest of his physique is there, man. Like he's got great, he's got great legs, man. He's got great legs. Yeah,
round muscle.
Yeah, he looks really good. He's got a tiny waist, great legs, good shoulders. He honestly just needs a little bit more back, and I think he could be right up there with Chris.
Nice clean separations.
His legs. Yeah, you see from the side, his back's a little bit shallow.
But his legs off to the side separate really nicely.
See, watch, you see a back double here, and it just needs more mass back there.
Yeah, just more meat.
Yeah, but if he gets it,
he should be Mr. Olympia.
Yeah,
he could be. Yeah,
dude, the first time I saw him, I was like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
Yeah, he's got really good inserts.
Yeah,
just muscle back there. That's all. He's got a big frame too.
Look at the legs from the back. Look at the quad. The quad pops off the hip like that. You see that shit? Look how it sweeps out.
He's got really clean muscle.
Yeah,
he does. Yeah, nice, pretty lines.
Classic was a really good addition to bodybuilding. I think
it was great.
It really gave these guys that don't want to be mass monsters like a good opportunity to still have a place to showcase their physiques, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because a guy like him would get out muscled in an open show, but he's going to do really well in this.
Yeah, like for this guy to be in the open, he's got to put on another 40 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Or 20 pounds, I'm not going to exaggerate, like 20 pounds of muscle, whatever. But like, it's going to take him another 2, 3, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now he gets to go on and be the size he is and show him he's competitive and show this, like, he's got a beautiful physique, man.
And he's tall. He probably still has a lot of room to grow for his height, for his weight cutoff.
I got to read this to you guys. James, you're an inspiration. My training has reached a new level of intensity after finding your stuff. Thanks for your dedication to your craft. Much love.
Thank you so much.
That's nice, James.
Those are the kinds of messages that wire bodybuild, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got Terrence Ruffin out now, and I expect this to be an awesome routine because this is like his forte. I wonder if they're playing the music.
Yeah, when he starts to pose.
Kind of talking over. He's doing something dramatic. Should we play? All right. They're going to talk through it, so I'm going to turn that off. But yeah, his posing is very, very good. It's different. It's very artistic. Takes his time with everything. I mean, he's incredible.
He displays his physique really well too, with those twists he does with his hips.
Yeah. He hides his. I think if I had to pick any weak point on his body, I would say he needs more hamstring.
Yeah,
I think his triceps are a bit weak, but
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we could all have bigger.
Chris. It's like Chris. Chris is similar, but he hides them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like guys who take time and really like focus on their posing and like learn
the artistic side, eh?
Yeah, I kind of like it, right? Because I wish I could hear the music right now, but they're talking over it anyway, so I got it off.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I miss some of the old iconic routines, like an old Dorian routine or Ronnie routine, even though they weren't known as great posers, they had something, especially Dorian. Remember that?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
This guy wants to know, why would a human take steroids designed for horses, Fouad? Exclamation point. He's really angry.
Wow. Just block.
Airy Redknapp is really angry because fucking steroids are fun. That's why. Fuck off.
Yeah. You want to be big, that's why.
Anyway. Fouad, I love that you're dressing up. Thank you.
You got pants on this time?
Yes, I got that. No, I got shorts on actually.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where do you think Luke would have placed in this lineup?
Oh, he'd be high. Me and Lorenzo said today, he'd been high. His Arnold look, I feel like it would have been in that top 5.
Yeah.
I think.
The Arnold look, yeah. You think he'd be ahead of Bonac?
About there, about there.
Yeah.
That spot.
5, 6, right around there.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
So
one of that Arnold look, yeah. And he would have been better by now too. That was a couple years ago.
Absolutely.
Chris Bumstead's on stage now. He actually looks tighter than this morning.
Color looks great.
Got a mustache, eh? Only Chris can pull that off.
It's totally true. He is the only one that can pull it off.
His height is so like nice as well.
It's funny how many people have tried to pull off the
Tash.
mustache since he started doing it.
Yeah, you gotta be a good looking guy like Chris to pull that off. Not everyone can pull that off. You gotta have the hair. You have to have everything. He's definitely bigger, right? And he's bigger with the same proportions and the same clean lines.
He's just got his own look. I feel.
He's a great poser too.
He does have his own look. It's very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's hard to beat, because no one else looks like him.
Mm-hmm.
At bar Terence. Terence is the only guy that's sort of bringing a similar shape.
Yeah, I agree. As far as like the truest definition of classic, I think is Chris and Terrence. Look at that shot there.
That vacuum, eh? Yeah.
He does that vacuum when he stands dead on, and you got the flare in the legs, the flare in the lats. It's just this crazy X-frame he pulls off.
Yeah, he's got great legs, eh? Yeah. He's a strong guy too. He squats a lot of weight.
He's a 6-plate squatter.
Six plates?
Yeah.
We talked about it today, Fouad. I feel like Chris probably could have succeeded in any sport he chose in life.
Yeah.
You know, one of those gifted guys.
He's really brought up his body parts. I mean, I can't believe the before and after picture, if that's what you want to call it, or the transformation picture that they posted earlier today, where they showed Chris last year versus this year. It's the transformation's crazy.
His chest is really impressive.
Yes. Yeah.
I've never really thought to think of that.
Well, he's always, I think his biggest knock on him has been his arms and his back, and he definitely brought up his back this year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's a classy guy too. He presents himself with class.
So want to visit before we get the result. I'll be right back.
All right.
Top 5 here, right? Top 5.
Pulling out the top 5.
Yep. Put Chris in the middle.
All right. Let's see what we got. Lord Jones is in the middle now. We got Breon, Alex, Lord Jones, Terrence, and then Chris Bumstead on the end. They're just moving. They're doing a pose down now. So they're
right to that, eh?
They're all out.
So their minds are made up then. I agree with you, Fouad. That Lord Jones guy, he could be a future bistro.
He's got a great physique. Look at him next to Chris.
His quads. But he just stood there and relaxed. His quads are great.
But look at him next to Chris. If he just gets thicker through the chest and back.
Yeah, he's about the only guy that can stand with Chris structure-wise.
Yeah. I mean, Terrence.
Yeah, Terrence is a smaller version of Chris, though.
You know, it's funny. Terrence like it kind of admits that the height is hard to overcome.
It is. It's just like the old days with Arnold, you know?
Yeah.
It's just your eyes are drawn to the bigger physique, the bigger frame.
Yeah.
Especially when it's filled up properly.
Look at these savages. Krith is on his own level. You guys are savages, man.
I'm very impressed by the tall guy.
Lord Jones.
Jones, yeah. Chris is back, eh? And hamstrings. Looks like he's got some new detail to his hamstrings this year.
And NRW says, sorry, Fouad. It says Chris did get heighted in the above 1 foot again. He can technically add another 10 pounds of muscle. I hope this autoimmune disease stays in check. He could stomp forever.
He still has 10 more pounds to go for his.
Yeah, I guess because he told me on the podcast, he said if I get heighted in at this, because he's like on that borderline where sometimes he's above, and sometimes he's below.
I see that happen all the time at shows.
Yeah,
I've seen guys hang backwards with gravity boots in order to decompress the spine and then do their height again and actually be like a little bit taller.
I told him that on the podcast, the first podcast we did. I said get an inversion table.
Yeah,
so that you're constantly whenever you height, you're in the upper part of it.
They say that throughout the course of a day, you become like a quarter inch shorter.
Cameron says, Fouad, quit calling him by his Instagram handle. It's Brian Jones. Obviously, I didn't know his name, Cameron. So thank you for correcting me. Instead of Lord Jones, it's Brian Jones.
Oh, okay.
So
still Jones.
Look, there's a reason why I'm not commentating the Olympia. I don't know. I don't know fucking everything about everybody, man. We're doing our best. How do you feel Callum Van Moger would have fared? I don't know.
Oh well, Nowhere.
Nowhere.
We've been
Not
nowhere.
the last shots that I seen of his last show.
Yeah, we've been nowhere. Not yet.
Wouldn't have qualified.
All right, let's see. We got the placings now. Who are we saying at fifth?
We got Jones.
Lord Jones is fifth.
Yeah, but he could easily be the future of this division.
Yeah, with some more thickness.
Yeah. Well, Chris is still a pretty young guy, but I could see him being 1-2 with Chris soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is he trained by anybody?
I don't know if he's got a coach.
No.
I don't know if he's got like a well-known coach anyway. Okay, who are we gonna say in fourth? Alex?
Alex.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be.
Mhm.
Judging by call-outs.
I think so too. I think it's Alex. They're looking for him. He's not out there right now.
Oh, he's
Oh, really?
disappeared.
Oh,
He
wow.
might have had a-
Did he leave because he's angry, or did he leave because he had to get something? Maybe he
Yeah,
forgot.
maybe.
Sometimes competitors drop their number or something. They got to go back and get their number.
Sometimes guys don't feel right. They gotta go take a breather or something. Get a
Yeah,
drink.
Yeah.
might not have felt great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
They're looking for him. Hopefully he's all right. I hope he's all
Yeah.
right.
Hopefully. Yeah. There he comes.
There he is. I wonder where he was. He looks like he's okay. Doesn't look like anything's wrong.
No.
Might have got a bit of cramp or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Could have been.
Let's see. Oh fuck! I'm getting tired. Still tired
Well,
from
what do we
last
got
night.
left? What do we got left here? Bikini and bodybuilding, right? Awards. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another hour, maybe at the most. Did they do
I don't
bikini
think
awards?
I don't.
I don't think so. I think they do that right before bodybuilding.
All right, what do we got here? Third place,
Yep. Breon.
Breon. You think? Did they already call it or no?
No.
He won't be happy.
I think
knows.
it should be Breon. You think he knows?
Yeah. I don't like his earrings.
No, they're a bit dangly.
Yeah. I don't like that.
They're a bit dangly.
They are.
I don't think you should wear that at Mr. Olympia show.
Breon is third, man. He's going to be upset. Yeah, he's got to be upset. I mean, it's still a great placing, but not when you're going for the win, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I think people kind of misunderstand when we say like it's no good. It's not that it's no good.
It's just when you've been a champion.
If this
hard.
is if this is his first Olympia and he gets third, that's absolutely incredible. If it's his 10th Olympia and he's been climbing the ranks and now he's third, that's also incredible.
And you know what's crazy too?
If you've been Mr. Olympia and now you're down to third, it's probably not a great feeling for him.
And this is probably his best look that I've seen. But
I don't think I paid attention enough at Classic before this show, so I don't know for sure if that's his best or not.
I feel like his legs have come up quite a bit since he won a couple years ago.
Yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Terrence second place, man. Good for him. Who knows? Yeah. Terrence. No,
Chris back to back, eh?
It's got to be Chris, I think. But for Terrence, this is a big deal for Terrence, man.
For sure. What was he last year? Was he in the Olympia last year?
I think he did the Olympia. He told me on the podcast he did the Olympia once before, and he was like 9th place or something like that.
Really? So now he's second, eh? That's awesome.
I think, nobody quote me and get mad at me because I'm wrong, but I think that's what he said to me. And then he was third at the Arnold. He lost to Alex, and now he's second place at least at the Olympia. I mean, fuck, when he's standing there, you could even make a case for first.
Thing with Terrence, he hides his weaknesses so well.
I don't think he has that many though. Like their arms are, they're both lagging in the arm department.
In Classic, I don't think you need huge arms.
That's what I mean. It's like
you clearly don't. Yeah, you clearly don't. If you pose it like in this kind of,
do you think Chris was nervous, or do you think he knew?
Yeah, I think he was a bit nervous still.
Yeah.
Well done, Chris. Well done, Ian, as well, for being coach.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say earlier, Fouad. Nobody gives Ian credit for being a good coach, guys.
I gave him credit.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I got when we did the podcast before, like a couple hours ago when we did it.
Yeah,
I said to him, I said, you did a good job with Chris. What did you do differently? We talked about it a little bit.
And he's the only guy that Chris has ever worked with, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you and Patrick both showed praise.
Yeah, no, Chris has been trained by Ian, and Terrence Terrence is with John Meadows. John Meadows now has 2 second place Olympia competitors and 1 first place Olympia competitor.
Who's the other second place?
Shanique.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot. Yeah.
So John Meadows, the quiet man, the quiet humble coach that doesn't make a lot of noise, is just fucking killing it.
You never see on John's Instagram created 20 pros or anything like that.
That's what I love about him. That's why I stayed with him, because he's just, he knows his stuff. He doesn't never trying to convince anybody that he knows his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's just very humble about what he does, and he's very like, look, this is a plan. If you want to follow it, cool. If you don't, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to help. That's kind of his attitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he creates these champions. Like, look at Terrence. He looks incredible.
He does. He looks great.
But we shouldn't forget to mention that Joe Bennett does his in the gym training. So that probably
Joe does. Oh, that's true.
That probably also helps, right?
Yeah. Trophy coach.
Yeah. John does his nutrition and Joe Bennett does his in the gym training. And then, and for Chris, I mean, it's also true with Ian. Ian's very humble about it. You never hear Ian say like, "Oh, I got him to where he is." And
I'll bet most people don't know that Ian's Chris's coach.
Yeah, well,
they don't talk about it very often.
I think Chris's fan base is so hardcore about Chris. They probably know Ian trains him.
Yeah, Chris's fans.
But I just mean, like, I don't think Ian. Ian doesn't brag about the fact that he's training in Mr. Olympia.
Yeah. He could have. Like when people have it in their bio, coach to Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, right, yeah. Like that could be a huge selling point for him.
He definitely could.
Yeah.
What's Chris saying here? You want to listen to his?
Do you think he gets more or less chicks with the mustache?
More, but different type.
More cougars.
So he's like, I feel like older women, I'm going to leave the mustache, and he's like, I feel like younger women, I'm going to shave it clear off. And if what is it? What happens when he just has the beard though?
Oh God!
Because you got to think to yourself.
It's the hippie chicks.
That's the thing. If you think to yourself, clean shaven gets you younger girls because they don't like that dirty look, right? And then the mustache gets you like 50
mums.
Yeah, mums.
Milfs.
What is that? He had that full scruffy beard for a while. What does that get you?
Like the hippies.
No.
That's the ones that like the bodybuilders grunt.
I imagine the beard gets you like that sexy tattooed girl. The girls with like the tattoos everywhere and shit.
Right.
I see that those kind of girls going, oh, he's got a beard.
You create a new class of girls, Fouad. Those tattoo girls, you call them.
That's not my fault. That's Luke's doing. Luke used to classify those girls. The girls with the earrings and the tattoos, and he liked that shit.
With the earrings and the tattoo, that's great.
He liked that shit. That was what he was into, man.
Yeah,
it's very true.
So I think when Chris grows the beard and it's all scruffy, I think those are the girls that chase him down. And then when he shaves the beard off, it's like TikTok girls, right? Like the young 19, 20-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And with the mustache, like James said, I think it's the mums.
All the daughters' moms.
Yeah. So technically, he could have the mom and the daughter the same night if he just walked in with the mustache. Walked
out without
it. He could get 3 generations. He
could get all 3.
The stash,
have the beard, get the tattooed chick with the beard. Then he could shave and have the mustache. Get the mom.
Yeah.
And then he could shave the mustache off and have the youngest daughter.
Yeah, he could have 3 generations.
He could have 3 generations just by changing facial hair.
I know a guy who did that once.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Who?
I can't say on there.
What did he do?
You would know who he is anyways.
Tell me what he did.
He banged a girl that her mom, that her grandmother.
Yeah, but was it by shaving his face in different patterns?
No, they were just all whores, and he was willing to take advantage of that.
They were just all whores. That's fucking funny.
Good for Chris. That's awesome.
Yeah,
it is good for It is good for Chris. He's a really good dude.
For sure, he is. He's a good representative for the sport too.
Yeah, he is. When you think about ambassadors, he could be a very good ambassador.
He's a great ambassador.
Are we going back to his sponsor now, saying how much are we agreeing on paying?
You know what, James? I don't think he's doing that because we talked about that on the first podcast we did together, and he said that he was very happy. Like he got offered more money from these other companies, but I guess Jacked Factory is this. I didn't even know, but I guess they're a small company in Canada. They're probably not small anymore. But he said they were a smaller company in Canada, and they kind of treated them more like friends.
Yeah, and that's what people want, don't they? So.
So I don't know. I don't know if he seems like the kind of guy that wouldn't take advantage of a company like that.
Yeah. Chris is from the East Coast, right? I think this company's from the East Coast too.
Yeah, they are from the East Coast. Yeah.
I think they let him have a little bit of say as well with some of the product, which is something that he kind of likes, because I'm pretty sure he was doing some of his own product with them.
Yeah, that's right. He talked about that. Yeah.
He said to me that the first company he went to, this bigger company, they offered him more money. And he was like, it was kind of like in a boardroom setting, and it felt very impersonal and like not really like a part of, not like a family, more like a business.
Yeah.
So he said that, and then we went to Jack Factory. He said it felt like more like family and more like friends. So he said kind of, even though it was less money, he felt like he was more comfortable with there.
Yeah, and that's the only what this is something we've even brought up in the past. This feeling better is more important than what's going necessarily into your bank.
Why is Ralph saying I'm forgetting Missy Trescott, Fitness Olympia champ?
Missy, no, you did say. You said
I didn't say Missy.
John's
you said a winner and two.
Yeah,
the winner,
a win in 2 second places.
Oh, people's champ.
Okay.
Rami wins. Award, yeah.
He is the people's champ. No, is there
anybody
last
year?
And the Olympia.
Is there anybody that's more the people's champ than Rami?
Who do you think second was? Hottie or Akeem?
I thought Dexter would win the people's champ this year just because of the circumstance.
Well,
do you think they might be giving him the people's champ because they're going to shaft him?
I knew you were going to say that.
I wasn't even thinking that yet.
I knew you were going to say that, and I didn't want to think it, so I didn't fucking say it out loud.
They're going to give Hardy number one now.
But isn't this purely based on fan votes? Don't they vote in for this stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Clint Davis says John Meadows also works with Sean Clarita. I didn't know that. I thought John Meadows used to work with Sean Clarita, and then Sean now works with Matt Jansen.
That's what I thought too.
But I don't know. But I don't know if he went back to John. So I don't know if they're back to working together or not.
He mentions them both. He mentions them both. So
he does, eh? So I thought Matt put a post up about him today.
Well, it could be one of those things like it is with Joe Bennett, where John's doing his nutrition and Matt Jansen does his training.
Right.
That's a possibility as well. So
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well done to Rami for getting that award as well. That's
I really hope you're wrong, James.
I am as well. They might shaft him and give it to the Hardy Japan.
They're like, you already won that. You don't need the Sandow.
That's enough. That's enough for you, Rami. You get second.
Yeah, take this belt, son.
Take this. That's fine.
Take this belt, son. John does his training. They're saying the people have spoken.
Okay.
John does Sean's training. Okay.
Matt does his diet.
Yeah.
Fouad, will Ian's shot of hot sauce from the lost bet be on the podcast? Yes, it should be. Yes, that's what we discussed. It would be on the podcast.
All right, we're gonna get this. We're gonna know soon. We're gonna know soon what's going down.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna have to ask Clarita in person because these other guys are saying Matt Jansen does his full training. So let's not, you know what? I'm just gonna say we don't know. We don't know who trains Clarita. It's either John or Matt. I don't know. You guys have to do your own digging to find out.
Maybe John's his life coach. Who knows?
John would be a good life coach. I've learned.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, I take advice from John.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on now? Are they bringing Bikini back out, or did they already announce the Bikini winner, or no?
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't.
They're probably going to bring up Bikini then.
Yeah.
Because now they've done the award for men's physique. They did the award for classic.
Yeah,
and they can't.
They're going to do the Bikini award and then bodybuilding.
Yeah,
Mr. Olympia was well.
Yeah. So we're just going to do awards now, though. I think so. It shouldn't take long.
All right. Well, do you guys mind? I'm going to go piss while Bikini's on.
Yeah, I got to grab something too. I'll be right back.
Well, we can't all.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No. Go ahead. I'll wait till you come back, Fouad.
Just wait till I come back.
Yep.
Yeah. He doesn't trust me. You see that? He doesn't trust me.
Why?
You go as well.
No, I do. I'm sorry. I just thought we're all taking a break.
You can't leave. Don't leave James on his own.
So Fouad said this girl's from Canada, but I don't know her.
I don't. I only know a couple of the bikini ladies. I feel like they live a shorter. I don't know if it's true, but I feel like their span of career is shorter and more turnovers faster.
Yeah, and I think like the champions don't normally repeat that often in bikini. Seems like they change.
You get like new girls coming in.
Yeah. Like when I think back at some of the names, like from 5-10 years ago, I don't think a lot of them are still even competing now.
Exactly. Whereas like with obviously the open men's bodybuilding, you kind of people hang around for a good 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to be around for a bit to reach your peak. You know, we talked about it last night. You know, like where we thought like late 30s was where guys are reaching their peak nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. Where do you think someone like Justin Compton would be doing? How he would be doing now if he stuck around?
I thought Justin had one of the best physiques out there. I thought he was awesome.
He's a friend of mine. I know, just out of curiosity, I'd like to know, because I always thought he could be Mr. Olympia.
I think so too. I think he could have easily won an Arnold. I think he definitely could have been a top 3, top 4 guy at the Olympia, and he kept getting better all the time. Like there was never a point where Justin went backwards, or came in off, even for that matter. I don't remember.
No, he was always top. He was never lower than 3rd at an Arnold, and he always won the pro shows.
And he turned pro very young too, didn't he?
I think he was pretty young. He's in his 20s.
I remember reading about his first pro win, and he talked about how he did he did very little cardio. Instead, he just chose to weight train every day in order to burn the calories and stay full, and it worked for him. And
he likes to train really frequently because he actually coaches some of my friends, and he'd rather have someone training 6 to 7 days a week. Like
really
6 days a week, maybe even more, because even with himself, I remember he said he didn't take a day off in a prep once.
That's probably the same prep I'm talking about.
Just chose something different to train.
I think he won Tampa that year.
I think it was I know what it was. It was the one where he beat John De La Rosa. Not California, Chicago. It was one of those ones. It's like it wasn't Tampa.
It might have been Chicago. Yeah, but I've always
he looked really good there as well.
And he's a good coach now.
Very good. He's got a lot of
he just coached that kid that won nationals with the freaky quads. Jonathan Withers, I think his name is.
That's exactly the guy. He's actually turned quite a few people pro.
Yeah.
Very successful.
I've met him once or twice. He's a really nice guy too.
Very, very, very pleasant. Very pleasant.
Yeah, he guest posed at a show that I judged once, and he was. I got to talk to him for a few minutes. This is back a few years ago.
Are you going on about Justin Compton?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You have a man crush on Justin Compton.
I do. James and I were just discussing Justin's physique. Where do you think he would have placed at his best at Olympia? Potentially. How far could he have? How far could Justin have gotten? Potentially.
I think if Justin Compton didn't have any health issues, he could have been as high as top 3.
Yeah, I agree.
Justin Compton was very impressive.
He was awesome.
Very.
Yeah. You remember that prep Fouad we were talking about? His prep where he didn't do any cardio. He just weight trained every single day, or at least 6 days a week, whatever it was, 7 days a week.
Who's that?
Justin. I think it was his first pro win. He talked about it where he didn't do any cardio. He just weight trained every day.
No, it was he didn't weight train every day. He, instead of doing cardio, he trained twice a day.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. And he was training like 6 days a week, wasn't he, or something like that?
I believe
high frequency.
I believe it was 5 or 6 days, but instead of his cardio in the morning, he would train in the morning and then train in the evening.
Yeah. Okay.
But he told me he'd only do that for 4 or 5 weeks and it would burn him out.
And he was very young at that time, wasn't he? Wasn't that one of his first wins?
I don't think he ever got old while he was competing. How old was at his oldest when he was competing?
I think he's my age. I think me and Justin are the same age.
Right now he's 31 right now.
I think so.
And he's been
I don't think.
now.
Yeah, I think he was still in his 20s when he was done competing.
Yeah,
because I remember one year. It's funny. One year he interviewed me. I think it was in Toronto when I took second to Victor.
Yeah.
And he was the guy doing the interviews backstage. And it was like, I think he had just gotten his pro card. And we were done the interview, and he says to me, he goes, "Next year I'm going to be on stage with you." And I thought to myself, cool. I'm like, okay. I didn't know who he was, like, because he had just turned. I knew who he was because he just turned pro, but I didn't know like how good he could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
his body transformed in 1 year.
Yeah.
He went from being like a nationals winner to like his body exploded. Like he literally like put on all of his muscle in 1 year and then just started killing people.
Yeah.
Like he was very, very impressive. And the work ethic has to be insane to put on that kind of size in 1 year. I don't care how much gear you take. To put on the amount of muscle you put on in 1 year it's a lot of hard work, man.
And the way he distributed it too, like his waist didn't get blown out or anything.
Yeah.
You know, he put it in all the right areas.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I honestly think if he didn't have any health issues and he kept going, he could have been a top 3, top 5 bodybuilder at the Olympia.
Likely could have won a couple Arnolds, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think it's hard for them to walk that slow? Like, do you think it's annoying?
I wonder. I don't know how they walk just with the lower backs, you know, like that.
I don't know. I don't.
Doesn't look comfortable.
No, it doesn't look comfortable.
But like they have to push their ass out like nonstop. Like their ass is constantly being pushed out.
Yeah, it's like a pop.
That's the piss with a boner position, isn't it?
That's the what?
No.
That's the what?
Piss with a boner. You got to put your hips back and then bend your knees and tilt forward.
We'll pull it. Yeah, pull it inwards. Tilt your whole body over.
That's hilarious.
Because you're trying to make your hip point down, aren't you? Yeah.
I know.
Did Rudd take second? Yes. Terrence Ruffin took second.
You done good.
Well deserved.
Good.
Well deserved.
Very much.
Yeah, I don't know how they honestly don't know how they keep that position. See, this girl's walking kind of normal.
Yeah, the last one was a little bit more exaggerated.
That was Ashley Kalswater or whatever his name is. I think.
Oh, was that her? Okay.
Yeah,
I saw a funny video of her talking about how she gets used to walking in heels, and she started sprinting down her hotel hallway. She's like, this is how I get used to walking in heels. So she starts sprinting down the hallways.
This is Janet Leung. She's to me what like bikini should look like. She's still got a little definition in her abs, still got a little separation in her shoulders. Like she still looks like she works out. Some of these girls look like they have no lines anywhere.
Yeah.
You see, like even in the side of the glute, you can see the was it TFL?
The separation there.
The separation there in the glute, between the glute and the quad. There's some. It looks like there's muscle there. Like she works out.
For sure.
Some of the girls don't have any lines anywhere, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like in that, like how much you should be. Go back to the days when I had to take the hair off the back, so at least you can see if there's any back development too.
To me, I know this is probably more normal, like normal society, but to me, she looks too skinny.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for me as well, especially in a thigh.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because you need a bit of touch.
But do you guys think it's because we're out of touch because we're like hardcore bodybuilders? We're not like.
No, it's just because we're looking at what do we like about our women.
Yeah, and she's like long limbed.
No, so but when I say it, I'm not saying like what I'm not. Well, I would like it more too. Yeah, but I'm not saying it that way. No, but I'm saying like what I think. What I'm saying, what I think the judging should be. Like I think they should have.
So you think bikini should be a bit bigger?
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit. Like she looks really fuller. She looks really thin.
A little fuller.
We'll see how she places. If she doesn't place as well as someone else who is fuller, then we know. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Who's this girl? Where's the name pop up?
Should be coming.
I feel like I want my ice cream.
Go get it. If you get it, then somebody. My
it's like movie night, isn't it? It's like movie night. We're watching the Olympia. We should be eating ice cream.
I know, that's what I think.
Yeah.
My I have a guy that does maintenance on my house who's become kind of like a friend of the family, and he brought me an entire carrot cake today.
Really, Chris brought you carrot cake?
His wife makes like a lot of baked goods fresh.
Yeah.
He came over today with this massive cake, and it's sitting in my fridge. I haven't touched it yet. I'm probably gonna eat half of it after this is over.
I'm coming over to have a piece
because I got
morning.
It's gonna be gone by the morning. I'm gonna eat the whole fucking thing.
Just save me a piece. I got to come over in the morning.
Carrot cake is the carrot cake you have there have the cream like good.
The cream cheese. Yeah.
Gotta have it. Yeah. My wife made carrot cake cupcakes last week.
Ooh, nice.
Delicious.
They were good.
Well, I don't think you saved me any, so I'm not saving you shit.
I did, but you didn't come get them.
Oh, okay. You didn't tell. You forgot to tell me.
So I ate them.
So I ate them.
You're on a diet. I don't want to give you junk food and blow your diet.
This girl's got a really, really good physique. This is the girl I think should win, actually.
That's the one I like.
Attila Santiago Santos.
Yeah, that's the one I said earlier that I was drawn to.
I think this girl should win. She looks healthy. She's got a little bit of muscle. She's got good lines, good definition.
Bit of a fuller look.
Nice smile as well.
She's got good hair.
Good hair.
Okay, I like it.
She does have good hair.
It just sounds funny, like good hair.
I like a bit of frizz.
Well, they judge that
nice
shit.
Hair.
They judge that shit.
Yeah, just good hair.
Even her suit's a nice color.
What's the difference between good hair and nice hair?
Nice just sounds nicer.
No, it doesn't.
I think
Go tell your wife. Say, hey, babe, I think you got good hair.
She'll like fuck off.
She'll probably take you in the bedroom.
Yeah, right. She'll say fuck off. Who told you to say that?
No, not my wife.
Yeah.
If I tell my wife she's got good hair, I'm having fun that night.
I'll try it when we're done this. I'll
Do it. Try it out. Try it out, and then tell me tomorrow.
I'll send you a text, let you know how it goes.
Send me a text during. Be like,
Okay.
like, hey man, it worked. I'm in there right now.
I stopped just to text you. I think she's a defending champ.
This girl, no, she's not. It's
No?
the other girl. The other, I think I don't know if she's Brazilian or she's Latina. I just don't know what country.
This girl has one.
This girl has won
Yeah.
before. Yeah, you're right.
She won the
That's why I
Arnold's?
recognize them.
I think she won the Arnold's maybe this year, didn't
That's
she?
what it might have been. That's what it might have
Okay.
been.
Fouad, did you ever win the O in a dream, like an actual sleep dream? No, I haven't. I think that was such a far-fetched thing for me that I couldn't even dream it. You know what I mean? Like winning the O is like, it's not in my head. Like I just don't think it. Yeah.
It's not like dreaming eating your favorite meal. It's
No, but like, you know what I mean? James is like,
no, I agree.
There's certain things that you could imagine being a possibility. So maybe you could dream them. I couldn't even get there in my fucking dreams. So
I hear that.
I was a very I was a realist in my bodybuilding career. I didn't overstretch like who I thought I was. Some people say that's bad. I think it's good.
Her calves are quite poppy.
Yeah, I know. Those are popping.
She's got good muscularity.
Yeah.
I don't like the ribs. I got to be honest.
I'm not mad at ribs.
Yeah, and it's common, with a lot of the bikini girls.
You guys don't care about the ribs, or you do?
No, I'm not
I'm
mad
sure.
on it. I'm not mad on it.
You're not mad on it?
Yeah.
No.
I don't like to see it.
I feel like it should be a little bit more meat there, so there's no ribs.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I already answered your question. Why are you asking me over and over again? I don't understand. Okay.
How many girls are bringing up?
There's a lot, isn't there?
Yeah, man.
Elisa Pessini.
This is the girl that won last year.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I believe so. I mean, as far as I know, but I don't follow bikini. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. She's got a nice
I guess.
She looks like she won.
She's got a good physique, though. You can see the difference.
That's the one I've seen so far, I think.
She's got a little bit quad sweeping off that glute.
Yeah. She got really good.
See, look, this looks okay. Remember Janet Leung? I was saying is a little too thin.
Yeah, too skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl looks like she's got a little bit more thickness. Not a lot, but it looks healthier.
Yeah, it's a better balance, I think.
Yeah.
Her waist is tiny too.
So for me, she's winning, and the curly hair girl is second.
Agreed.
I like curly hair.
You think curly hair is winning?
Yeah, I like this girl myself.
Okay. Well, what are we going to bet on it? You got to shave your beard.
She's winning in my books.
You got.
That's all that matters, James.
Yannika's asleep. He can say whatever he wants.
Oh, really? Free for all for you. I gotta start whispering pretty soon.
Yeah, my wife's probably watching. I'm not gonna say shit. No, professionally, objectively speaking, that girl for me is winning.
I was being professional as well.
Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so let's see who's gonna. What are you gonna do if I win? Nothing.
Well, this one, no, this is not. No. This is fun.
Is that Dana Lynn Bailey again?
Yeah, is that 10th place? 10th place gets $6,000 in bikini.
DW713 says James wants to hit that curly girl.
It'd be a lie. It'd be a lie to say that I wouldn't.
Fouad, how do the hostile sweat shorts fit? I don't know. They're athletic fit. They're not like tight, but they're not.
They fit like shorts.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're not baggy, and they're. If I had to, I don't even know how to describe it.
That Dana looks very like Trinity from the Matrix right now with those leather pants.
Yeah, she does. So, okay, who's that? We didn't see who that girl's name is.
I think that's Laura Chapados or something, isn't it? I think that's one of James Atlas there, one of his clients.
From Atlas. Team Atlas?
Yeah, I think it's one of his.
Okay. Come on, Curly.
I think she was on JTV recently.
Okay, what do we got? Fourth place? We haven't picked all the way to fourth place. Who are we going to pick?
Fourth?
No, that was fifth. They're picking fourth now. I think that girl that you said has won the Olympia before. I think she's going to be third. I'm going to say fourth is like Janet Lee Young probably.
Yeah, if that.
Let's see.
That's
the girl that won the. Okay, I had her in third. So okay,
maybe a little bit too much.
So she's fourth. So let's see if Janet Lee Young takes third then. I find it. It's really hard. I don't know how they judge bikini, man. I don't know how you do it, Paul.
Well, I told you before, the margins are much smaller, than they are in the other categories, I think. And I don't know. It's why I'm professional, Fouad.
You don't know. That's why I'm professional.
I can't articulate it.
That doesn't sound like a good strategy.
No, I mean, I don't know. You go for the smallest waist, the best overall package, just like we do other categories, But the margins are much smaller in bikini, though, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see who's third. I'm gonna say Janet's third. Because it's like the only name I know, so that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's based on her physique, is it?
Like totally guessing. I have no idea.
You're wrong.
Oh, James.
No. Oh, it's James girl.
Third. Jeez.
Oh, that's respectable.
I'm ending this live now.
This ain't gonna work for us. You only got third.
Very upset and very cross.
All right. What's next? Come on, let's move it along here.
So Janet second now.
Bring out Rami for his win.
Is Janet second now then?
Yes. She's gonna get somewhere. She's gonna land somewhere in there. I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be right eventually. Listen, I picked a winner. I can't be asked to do more than that.
Well, we'll find out in a minute here.
Alex Kogan says, Paul Fouad, do you and Paul do deadlifts? We used to.
Yeah. Well, we did rack pulls the other day.
Amit Butler, you're fucking so right, dude.
What?
Nothing.
No, come on. Can't do that.
Fouad, who do you think? I'm just getting rid of people that keep asking the same dumb question like over and over again.
Yeah, but that's still not what the person you just said. Someone said something. You said you're so right, dude.
Oh,
we need to know what that is.
Somebody said here, Fouad's deleting. Hey, Janet Lee Young took second.
What?
I told you. Changing the subject.
Oh, the girl I thought was going to win is not even up there. It's between
that's Jennifer Dory,
Janet and Jennifer.
I reckon the woman on the left.
Yeah,
that's Jennifer Dory. She's Canadian.
Yeah,
she's not shrugging her shoulders so much. She's a bit more nicer across the T section.
Yeah, they really like her.
I'm probably wrong. I bet I'm wrong.
I think you could be right.
Could be, yeah.
Oh, she won. The other girl won 25.
Fuck.
The girl I said was too skinny just won the whole thing. I guess I don't know shit about bikini.
Is that Janet?
Jack shit. She's like, get off me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You messed up there.
Take your fucking filthy hands off me.
Well, you called it, Fouad.
No, I didn't.
Well, you said she was going to get third, then second, then,
He said this one went.
What I didn't say was she's going to win. I fucking ruined the whole thing.
He said she's too slim.
I did say she's.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Look, I'll admittedly say I don't know anything about bikini.
I thought that Brazilian girl was going to win.
I thought Curly was going all the way.
Somebody gave us props. Look, I respect you all trying to keep up and commentate this division.
Trying being the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it. It's okay. We're doing our best. Let's see here. Paul thinks about the girl he wants to bang the most to decide the order.
Don't say that in there.
No, I don't think so.
No,
we're live. We're live. We're live.
Paul is professional.
Yeah, thank you, James.
Paul is actually very professional when it comes to this show.
I try to be.
Oh God. I'm just like, this is crazy, man, tonight.
What?
I don't know. This
it should.
Might be the last time I do a live chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too much shit talking.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. All right. Are we gonna get to
Bodybuilding.
Are we gonna do bodybuilding anytime soon or what?
It's next, isn't it? It's next.
Yeah, it's next. They'll probably do a quick little interview. And...
Should I go and grab the ice cream? That's the question.
Are you gonna?
If I do, what are you gonna grab?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna wait till after. I like to relax. I don't want to be trying to commentate while I'm smashing ice cream.
I'm fucking starving. That's why.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I am very hungry as well. I
think
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go for the pasta first. I got a big pot of pasta cooked. So
if I had that, I'll go for that as well.
I think I'm gonna go for the pasta first, then the dessert after. And I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm probably gonna up till 3 a.m. tonight.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Paul? What are you gonna eat?
I'm gonna have. Well, I got some meatballs I made in the fridge right now. But I gotta just make some noodles to go with it. So that's probably what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna make noodles to go with what?
I made meatballs a couple of days ago. I made a couple pounds of them.
So you're gonna make noodles to go with
my meatballs.
And then you're gonna do dessert.
Yeah, it's Maya's birthday tomorrow, so we got some junk food in the house. So yeah, I'll probably hit some of it, but not too much because.
What is it? What is it?
Tony made some cupcakes, and I brought a cake home, and we got cookies too. We got a thing of cookies.
Oh, cookies!
I love cookies.
You're a cookie freak.
I love cookies.
You should order Juan Morel's cookies.
Yeah, are they like protein cookies though, or are they just regular cookies?
No, man, they're just regular cookies.
Are they? I should order those. People rave about them. We should have
very good.
Yeah, you should do a cookie eating contest sometime.
Nolan Carruthers says, "Could Prime Paul beat any Olympian ever?"
Well, let's see. Have I beaten any? Did Ben ever go to the Olympia?
Ben did the Olympia.
Yeah. Well, there you go. What did he play?
I don't know what he placed at the Olympia, but he was an Olympian and you beat him before.
Yeah, so I'd put him in top 10 then probably if Ben was 10th.
Yeah.
I could have been top 10. Oh man, that's funny. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some food. I'll be back.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're gonna chat her up for a little while anyway.
Yeah.
They are exactly. I'll be right back.
Fouad, you are allowed a cheat day as it's the O, so go crazy. Yeah, well, I'm kind of allowed a cheat day whenever I want, aren't I, Paul?
No, I thought you were trying to be good now.
No, I am, and I have been. I haven't been eating a bunch of shit or anything.
Oh, you mean, are you due for a cheat day then?
No, I guess I'm asking, like, am I going to compete next year?
I don't think you need to or should. I think, you're happier like this, Fouad. I like having you back like this. When you start dieting.
Yeah, I get shitty.
Yeah, you do. I like you like this. But
I feel like I think I want to do one more if I can stay healthy.
Yeah. I mean, if you can stay healthy and, you got a lot on your plate now, though. It's different now. It's not like it was 10 years ago.
This guy says, Fouad, turn on super chats. How do I do that? How do I turn on super chats? Somebody tell me that. I'm curious. What the fuck is a super chat?
I never heard of that.
Somebody said there's 193 people watching at MD and there's 5,000 people watching here.
Really?
It's crazy.
Still 5,000?
It's at 5,400 actually.
Really? They've stuck around, eh? They haven't left?
Yes.
Huh.
They seem to like you, Paul.
Well, the best part's coming up.
I think I want to compete again. I just got to make sure I can stay healthy. I got to talk it over with my doctor.
Yeah, but you don't want to do it half-assed either, right? Like you got on your plate now.
No, but I think can I tell you the honest truth? I think being fat and then getting skinny for the stage is more stressful on the body than if you're already kind of lean.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's why I've just started cleaning things up in the last 3 weeks, because I feel like if I can go into a prep maybe 20 pounds heavier instead of 40, then I won't have to like stress my body as hard to get to the weight I need to get.
Yeah, it won't be so stressful.
Like if I do a 16-week prep and I only got to lose 20 pounds, I feel like it won't be hell on my body, and I'll stay healthier.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So
It's just a healthier approach too. And you don't need to put a lot of muscle on, so you don't need to get big and heavy to put that muscle on now.
you know what? At the end of the day, I work with a nephrologist. So for those of you who don't know, a nephrologist is a kidney specialist. The day he tells me enough is enough, then I'll be like, okay, enough.
Yeah,
so
he hasn't told you that yet.
For now, he's just like, let's do these small things to keep you healthy. And what do you got? Ben and Jerry's? Motherfucker, I'm going to go get my ice cream.
We're starting the open now.
Somebody said super chats are donation. I have no idea what super chats are. Are there donations? Oh, people can donate. I don't know how to turn it on though. Maybe next time I'll turn it on. It's too late now anyway. But maybe somebody wants to shoot me a DM on Instagram and tell me how to do super chats. I'd love to start doing that. Okay, so the men are back out. Men's open. Everybody looks relaxed. They know there's nothing left to do. This is the best part of bodybuilding because there's like all the shit's done.
Yeah, you can kind of chill a bit now.
You can kind of relax. You probably drank some water backstage.
You have a bit of fun on the post down.
Yeah. There's nothing else you can do now.
It's crazy that they're all posing down though. I've never seen that happen.
Don't they do it there? I think they do it at the Arnold, don't they?
I don't remember them letting like everybody pose down together.
No.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't remember that. Look at that. Every guy is out there.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Usually it's top 10, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was usually top 6, no?
You think anybody will go in the audience with COVID and stuff nowadays?
I don't think they're probably not allowed to because of COVID.
Yeah.
All right, man. Everybody is good. Everybody looks good tonight. Antoine's having a blast. Look at Antoine.
Yeah.
He's like, Antoine looks like he's just at a party. Like, he's just like he's not stressed at all. He's just having fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I've
I don't think I recall him doing that before.
Yeah. Now I think about it, that's a lot of bodies on stage. Yeah, I don't think it has. I've never seen that before, I don't think.
Fouad, what do you think of Egyptian bodybuilding genetics? I mean, obviously Rami's amazing, so I don't know.
Seemed pretty good.
Fouad could have made like 10 grand on this. Could I really? Because super chats make that much money? Fuck. Did I just lose out on like a payday or what? Do you know anything about super chats, James?
I don't.
Jeez. I had no idea about this thing.
I'm still learning about all this stuff.
Technically challenged. How's your ice cream?
Good. Very good.
Look at Hottie. He's pumped.
I got legs tomorrow, so I can have this now.
That's how we justify everything.
Yeah.
Leg day.
And if I do it on leg day, I'm like, well, I just did legs today, so I'm allowed.
Yeah.
And if I do it the day after legs, I'm like, well, my legs are really sore. I probably need it.
Need it for recovery.
Yes, you can literally eat it the day before leg day because you've got leg day tomorrow, or you can eat it on leg day because it's leg day, or you can eat it the day after because you need it for recovery.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's always a reason.
So you could do it pre, intra, and post then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I had no. People are still commenting about the super chat thing. I had no idea about this. I'm gonna try it out one day. Maybe I'll just do a live Q&A and see what happens. Okay, are we gonna do this? Let's do this. We're gonna shave Paul's head.
It's looking right now. I'm a bit scared.
I can't wait to shave your head. I got the best trimmer, by the way. It's amazing.
No, we'll go to my barber.
Why are you gonna pay somebody $20 to buzz your head?
Because Mo will do it properly. You're just gonna fucking hack the shit out of my head.
What do you mean properly? You just buzz your head. It's like it's not like.
Yeah, Mo will be nice and gentle with my hair though, and he'll do it a certain way.
Oh,
so
I'll be soft. Don't worry.
No, you're not touching it,
dude. Trust me. You're not gonna pay $20 for a buzz cut. It's like not even. It's a moron could do it. I do it every day.
I know what you'll do.
I'm a moron. I shave my head all the time.
You'll shave like the front here first, and then like hide the clippers or something, and take pictures of me with my hair like that first, and then you'll finish it. You'll be mean about it.
No, I won't. We'll do it. We won't film it. Don't worry. We'll just film the after.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay. Number five coming up.
Is that Jay? That's Jay.
Well, who better to present?
Do they do number 5
Yeah.
or do they do top? Oh, they do
40.
do number 5.
40 grand must be fifth, eh?
Yeah. Jay looks pretty boss.
So we're not gonna know who got sixth.
Who are we saying fifth? Bonac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonac. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Bonac fifth. Which shaver do I use? The Philips Norelco. It's like a waterproof one. I think I might do a YouTube video about it because I went through like 4 trimmers before I found a good one.
You didn't like that Manscaped, eh? He said.
Oh, the Manscaped one is horrible. Nobody buy the Manscaped one. It's all marketing.
Really?
It's complete. It pulled the pubes out of my fucking dick. It like hurts. It left me bloody for like a day.
That's horrible.
I'm like, fuck you guys, man. You're shitty trimmer.
Bushwhacker.
Okay. Who are we saying fourth? Hottie or Phil?
No. It might be Phil or Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah.
No way. You guys serious?
Brandon, bro.
It's not that I think you guys are wrong. It's just so hard to think of Brandon slipping all the way to fourth.
Either one, Phil or Brandon's hard
Or
to think
Phil,
of
yeah.
fourth.
I
So it's one of
honestly,
those two.
judging on tonight, I have Phil in fourth.
Yeah, me too.
Brandon.
But it's like, how good was Hottie yesterday, right? Because they're going to compare both.
I think he was good. They just didn't give him a chance.
Hold up.
Oh,
Hottie fourth, yeah.
no.
It's because
no
of
way.
it's because of yesterday. That's why.
I know, but I thought he made up enough ground today.
I think Phil's going to be third.
Oh man.
It's going to be the way I called it, Paul. Remember yesterday before we even sat down? I said Rami, Brandon.
Yeah,
Phil.
you did. Yeah, unfortunately, you did.
I know you hate it when I'm right. Everybody. It's like I don't know why everybody wants me to be wrong all the
I
time.
don't see. No, they don't see you win.
Everybody wants me to lose, Paul.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't give a fuck.
That's your fuel.
It makes me work harder.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I feel bad for Heidi there. He got chipped. I think he got ripped.
I think tonight he was in second. I think yesterday might have. That's why.
I think he could have been in second yesterday too. We used to get a chance to see him compared to second and third.
Yeah.
That's
what I
true.
thought.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
This is Heath
Phil's
or
third.
Brandon. Heath or no, it's Brandon. It's Brandon.
I think you're gonna go to
I'm
Brandon.
gonna say Phil.
I'm gonna say it's Brandon.
Phil. If they say Rami, I'm leaving. We're shutting this off.
Oh,
If
I
they say
love that.
Rami.
I will log off.
I will start clapping right here.
If they say Rami, I'm gonna freak out. It's Phil.
Oh wow.
Paul, you better hope to God that Brandon wins.
He's not going to. Fuck. I've been growing this out for a couple months. I showed you mercy when I got the picks last week.
Rami has just won the Olympia.
He has the first non-English speaking Olympia winner, I believe.
Is Phil really mad, do you think?
Upset.
But you know what? He's got to know that he wasn't at his best.
I don't think he's very happy, man. Look at his face. Seems pretty
If anything, like if there's anything more he could have did to look better, then I'd be mad at myself if I was him. But I don't know.
I don't
didn't
think
deserve
he
it.
was at his best though. Even like
Wasn't.
aside from his gut though, I still don't think the rest of him was at.
I agree. But I'm wondering, was that something that he is just because of age or because something that he didn't
I
do?
see what
You
you're
know.
Okay, let's see the runner-up.
Yep. Here's a
There
big
we go.
one right here.
Wow.
Fuck.
Oh, here we go. James smashing ice cream.
Oh, mate, it's all gone there. Look at that.
They're gonna draw this out a little bit though. They'll
There's-
make it dramatic.
There's Tyler Mannion, Jake Woods, Dan Solomon, Steve Weinberger, Jay Cutler.
Rami.
They brought all the big guns out.
He did.
Here we go.
Look at Rami.
I gotta hide the chat in case somebody's going faster than we are. I don't want anybody to spoil it for me.
The way the cameramen are panning from Rami to Brandon, I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Don't make me.
Brandon looks worried. Do you think he thinks he won?
No,
No.
You don't think he thinks he won?
No.
I'm having a heart attack nearly watching this. All right.
No,
Second.
no. They haven't said it yet. They're bringing him in the middle.
Yeah, they always do that.
Oh,
Remember that, James?
I got really, I'm getting really.
What
James,
happened?
they always bring him to the middle first. and then
I know.
they
I should know better. I've watched it before. I should know better, shouldn't I?
Did they say did Remy get second? Did they
You
just
see
say
how,
that?
you see how excited he got? Now I know James wants Rami to win.
Okay, they didn't say nothing yet.
No, they bring him to the middle first.
I know the way Randy was shaking everyone's hands. I thought maybe they announced him second.
When they just stand there, it's actually a little bit harder to tell than I thought. It's the legs though that give it away.
Legs, absolutely.
Yeah, like it's crazy the difference. Rami's legs are too big, and Brandon's legs are too small.
Yeah, and it looks like Brandon's legs are lacking a little detail too.
Yeah. John said that before the show. John said that Brandon's ticket to being better would be more detail in the legs.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. They're going to announce the runner-up, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you put your volume?
1 second.
And the title of 2020 Mr. Olympia.
Oh, shit.
To our winner.
I knew. See their face.
And no!
Yeah.
Yes!
Wow.
This is the best day of my life.
Fuck you, Fouad. Show me some mercy. I let you off the hook with a slap.
Fuck you. You slapped me right in my fucking face.
I barely touched you.
You slapped me right in my fucking face.
I could have knocked you out if I wanted to.
You laughed at me. And you actually did it 5 times.
I could have knocked you out if I wanted to. I held back.
You slapped me 5 times, filmed it, and then put it on YouTube.
I didn't put it on YouTube. You put it on YouTube.
You knew it was going on YouTube, and that was part of the bet.
And that's why it hit you so hard. I didn't want to embarrass you.
You know what? You can't go back.
Do you know what?
You can't welch on a bet, Paul.
It's the last time I ever show you mercy on anything.
You should have slapped me harder.
I know. Next time I will. Really hard.
You're you're being such a pussy. You lost the bet. You got to deal with it.
I'll live up to it.
Well, I dealt with it. That's just the way it goes.
I don't look good, bald Fouad.
I don't look good getting smacked in the face.
Wow.
Tapped in the face.
I can't believe Rami fucking won. This is incredible.
Fuck. He did what we thought we knew he would do.
He deserved it.
He did.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if there's anybody that's not happy for him. He's like the nicest guy on earth.
Yeah.
He's a lovely bloke.
Yeah. The thing I feel bad for Hadi. I think he got ripped off.
I don't think Dan Solomon knows you're not supposed to smack somebody in the face like that. I mean, it was like he's being nice, but it's like, you know, Rami's a monster. I wouldn't smack him in the face. He's a grown man. I wouldn't want to get smacked in the face.
And there we have it, guys. We got a new Mr. Olympia like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think they got it right. I really do.
Do you know what? It was a good job he didn't turn up to Spain.
Nick's messaging me. He says, if you need clippers for Paul's head, let me know. I'll bring them right over.
Don't worry, Nick. I'm sure we'll find something.
I can't believe, you know what, man? I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
And it's not just because he's a nice person. Look at him. He's like, even in winning, he's like, everybody come here. I want to take a picture.
Yeah, he's a really giving bloke. You know, he's
just, you know what it is? People have just been on him so hard.
Yeah, he's got no ego.
That it's really nice to fucking see him win and kind of just. But even it's funny though. Even in winning, there's going to be people that are going to comment and say, "Oh, he didn't deserve to win," or this or that, or whatever other shit.
Yep.
And it's those people are always going to be there. But
do you know what?
Look at him. He just kissed
to a nicer person.
He just kissed Phil on the head. This is how polite this human is.
Well, do you know what? He looks up to Phil. He would have looked up to Phil for many years.
We could all stand to be like, look, he just kissed him on the head again.
Yeah.
We could all stand to be a little bit more
like Rami.
Like Rami, yeah.
The man has no ego. You know, you don't see it at least. Oh.
No, it doesn't show, man. It's like he's not faking it. You can tell that's who he really is.
Yeah, like he's just a genuine good guy.
Really good energy about this show. Like even the people that haven't won, like they all seem really happy for him.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to see why.
Even Phil seemed to take it pretty graciously there.
I think he did. I think because it's Rami out of everyone.
Yeah.
My ice cream's gone. I'm upset now. Fat shit. But well done, Rami. Honestly, well done, Rami.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to line up for the interview, Fouad?
So where does he go from here?
I guess you gotta just defend the title every year now. You're Mr. Olympia.
Do you guys want to hear the speech?
We should hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
Big Rami finds himself in the center. Gold medal, Sandow, check for $400,000, the title of Mr. Olympia.
Sir, yes, sir. Guys, I need only to speak about my last 10 years for 5 minutes, not so much. Okay. I started going to work in other countries, not my country, for $50. $150. It's a 50 dinar. I started like that. And I still in my dream. I need to be Mr. Olympia one day. And I'm here now. And this year, I had many things to stop me, to let me stop. I'm not doing anything. But I did that because I still have my dream. I dream it for that every day. And I have to bring that to my home one day. And I do it. And everyone do it one day. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, he's a nice guy. I like him. He doesn't need to say much, does he? Fuck it.
Nope.
You know.
Yep.
We get the message.
Some years ago, was an instant favorite, one of the biggest competitors on the Olympia stage at close to 300 pounds. But you had some ups and downs. You had some great placings. You had some that didn't go your way. But it all put together this year. You had a great team around you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chad. Thank you, Mr. James. Thank you, my friends.
Mr. Chad.
Yeah.
Everyone, all my friends, all my fans in Egypt, all my fans in the Middle East, all my fans around the world, thank you so much because you support me all the time to be here. All the time I get that message every day. Rami, you can't do it. Rami, you can't do it. And I wake up every day. I can't say I can't sleep because I have to doing what the people he believe in I can do it. And I'm doing it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow. You can't help but be happy for the guy.
Well, Rami, not only did the judges put you in first place, but the fans voted you as a
Yes, your guys will.
Yeah.
It's more important for me than anything. People of the champ, that's mean a love. And love with me is everything. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Rami, I've only got one more thing to say to you, my friend. Winter is here.
Yes, it's here now. Winter is here. And I think I will stay here sometime, guys. Waiting, Nick is here. He will be here again.
Winter here in Orlando, might as well. It's been a crazy year, folks. Give it up for your champion and new Mr. Olympia Big, Rami.
Wow, he did it after all these years of talk.
Good
We
for
said,
him.
yeah.
Dude,
It just shows you
that
just got
guy.
to stay on it.
You know what, Paul?
Yeah.
I'm going to be more like Rami from now on.
Then don't shave my head, Fouad.
No, I got after that.
You need Rami to shave my head?
After that.
You're gonna kiss everyone's foreheads now.
I'm gonna kiss everybody.
Do not start kissing me on the forehead, Fouad. After every set, he's gonna grab me and kiss
My
me.
son. Yeah, my son.
All right.
Just be nicer. Just try to be nicer. That's
Okay,
all.
I'm going to try to be nicer. I'm going to try my hardest. All right. So to everybody watching, we're at 5,800 people right now.
That's awesome.
Listen, honestly, man, I just want to say this is going to sound really stupid, but I'm extremely flattered that this many people are actually just watching us chat and watch the show together.
Yeah.
It's it's a really cool thing that we get to watch it with the fans. And aside from a few trolls here and there, it's really fun. And I'm happy you guys stuck around and watch it with us. And until next year, until the next show, until the next live chat, or until the next Bodybuilding and Bollocks or the next podcast, thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around with me. And we'll do a wrap up and hopefully get that up by tomorrow.